What is going on, fam? We're here day 835 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. I see my brother Wages right from the top. And Shastina in the house. So glad to see you. After your message from yesterday, you're back. We're going to have so much fun tonight, guys. It's Renaissance Man.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah.
Let's hear it, fam.
Time to stop the hate. Oh yeah, let's stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
Remix. I'm almost ready for you guys. Smash that like. I'll be out in a moment. Wait to join you. Just dropping this lapel mic on, just in case Facce decides to say hello. I'll see you in a second.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate.
Wednesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down
And it's Renaissance Man. Ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show. Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 835 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every day. So make sure you subscribe and dingy the bell. Like, I'm so excited. Kathleen's here, and Tom, and Trish, and Wages in the house, and Lil! Woo! Lil's here from the top. Debbie's kicking it with us. And I just want to say one thing to you guys. I love you. Make sure you've subscribed and also that you have that bell. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-do. Okay, you can. You can. You gotta make sure you pay respect to the show by doing a ring-a-ding. You do a ring-a-ding, all of a sudden, you get into heaven. You didn't know. All you gotta do is pay respect to the Renaissance family. Yeah. You pay respect and do a subscribe, a ding in the bell. You go to heaven. Sonny, isn't that how you got the stupid fists? Right? They were like, oh, look, if you just pay respect, we'll give you normal hands. Stupid fists over there is like, I'm gonna drink my coffee instead. Higgity-boo over here. What are we doing, Sonny? Hold on. I specifically said in case Facce decides to make an appearance. And you're gonna sit there and disrespect the Facce? I just can't figure you out. Can't figure you out at all. Sonny! What are we doing, Sonny? You come down disrespect? Cough. Look at me. What do you got in there? I know it's not a Gino blend. I know you're not dealing with the Gino blend today, Sonny. Is that a Juan Valdez? Are you dealing with the Valdez? And they... Or is a Folgers crystal in the house? Hey, me, I got Folgers. You're not a towel. No. You're not a freaking a towel. You gonna sit there, Folgers crystal, sit there, Juan Valdez, top of the freaking mountain. Yibbity yabbity yo. You're not in the towel. No. Gino. Did you hear this? He's got a Folgers crystals. Yay. No, I love an espresso. Thank you, Gino. He got an espresso for the Facce. Sonny, you didn't know there was something to live for? I can't figure him out. Gino, I'm sitting here with piping hot espresso in my hand. What's going on with this friggin' hand? I need a woo-hoo. Gino, hold on. I'll tell you what I need right after I get the woo-hoo. Woo-hoo! I said I'm talking. You can come down and have espresso, right? And not have a woo-hoo. Right, Sonny? Golf cup. He's got the golf cup still. Gino, yes, exactly. I was about to say, you forgot my biscuit. You bring me piping hot espresso, you forget the biscuit. Ooh, how dare you? Oh, Facce, I'm sorry. My bad. Every day you forget something. Oh, here's the biscuit, Facce. Oh, thank you, Gino, for biscuit. Where's the friggin' espresso? It's like I never get both from Gino. What are we doing? Sonny! Drop the cough cup, Renaissance family. Renaissance family. They're here. They're just looking for respect. You can't pay respect to Tom Murphy in the chat. You can't pay respect, MJ, in the chat. Oh, God, no, man. You can't pay respect to Lil Red in the chat, and Trish in the chat, Kathleen McKay in the chat. Whoa, I can't figure you here. So, let me get this straight. You're gonna sit there, cool cup in hand, instead of pay respect to Wages World. You're not gonna pay respect to a quiet soul. Your soul is so unquiet right now, Sonny. Your soul is like a volcano of emotion at this moment. You don't have a quiet soul, no. I wish you did, Sonny. It's gotta be tough, though, with those stupid fists all the stinking time, just propelling you towards misery. I get it. I get it. It's just what the reality of your life is. Oh, I woke up, look at my stupid fists. Every once in a while, you need to pay respect to drifting desires. You can't come down, pay respect, and just occasionally just drift a little. It's desirable when you drift. You can't. Oh, Gino, thank you for Biscout. Eventually he comes true. So good, thank you, Gino. Express a Biscout. The Peru. The Peru. Gino.
This express is cold now.
I got a cold express. You can't give me like a microwave version? Or like wrap it in tinfoil when you forget about my biscuit so it's not so cold when I finally get to it. I thank you, Gino, for replacement. He gave me a replacement express. I got a little trick. When it's super piping hot, I could spill a little in the old one. It gets warm enough for a double-decker do. Yeah. Oh, Gino, no, nothing. Don't worry about it. I do need another biscuit. Gino! Gino! Are you done with that customer? Tell them the Facce needs assistance. They are second in line to the Facce. You can't tell them. Oh, I'm sorry, you wanted to have a lasagna? You gotta wait a minute. I'll take your order after I take care of the Facce. He needs another biscuit on the triple-double. I gotta go in the basement. That's where I keep the Stella Doro. I got a special stock for the Facce. It's a shelf stock. It's Facce Stella Doro Supply. It's what the sign says. I'm sorry. You could stay or you could go. I don't freaking care. I gotta take care of the Facce. You can't do that and pay respect to the Facce. I'm at my table. I made a mess. I gotta clean my table. Clean up with the sweep. Sonny, you don't clean your table? You got quiche. You got quiche. And a coffee cup the size of Manhattan. You can't clean your table personally? Oh, look, I made a mistake with my stupid coffee cup. I spilled a little bit from my quiche from 1962. Let me use my brush. I cleaned the table. You're just all wrong. Sonny, you're all wrong. Nothing there. It's like, oh, look, this puzzle piece has 4 notches. This one's got 1. Yeah, it goes together. Oh, look, it goes together. What are we doing with this guy over here? You seen fists that big before? I never seen fists like that. We should have a sideshow attraction. Just with him, we could tug him along. Like in like a trailer, right? But with bars, right? So when we go through Manhattan, people go like, holy cow, you ever seen a guy with them freaking fists before? Sonny the fist is sitting there. He's in the cage. That's you, Sonny. You're going like this. You're yelling at everybody. They're all like, holy friggin' cow, look at that friggin' ape with the Yankee cap on. You got the same Yankee cap since 1976. You can't throw it in the wash once. You can't just say, you know what, it's a stinkeroo. Let me make sure I clean it up. But not you. No, you're like, oh, I'm gonna wear it again today. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to friggin' eat here. I got a biscuit. I got an espresso. I gotta smell you, though, with the stupid Yankee cap. Gino, can't you put one of those invisible dividers between us for seaweed? Just like, look, I don't want to smell them. I don't want to smell them. I'm in the Bronx. Oh my goodness. That last 30 seconds there was pretty... That was a moment right there. That was a moment. When Facce goes into something like that, whew, at the end there, whew. How's everybody doing out there? That's the start to the show. Whew. No, I never know where the heck. Oh, Debbie, you rock. I never know where the heck this is going to go with Facce. It's always crazy. Holy cow. I told him to tell the customers to leave. You can't tell customers. I'm sorry. You want to get your food. You got to wait for the Facce. The Facce is here? Wait, the Facce is here? This is the restaurant that Facce is at? I'm sorry. I didn't say that. You got to tell them. No, I'm sorry. Not that Facce. You also signed a non-disclosure. You can't let people know I'm there. I'm a table. Oh my goodness, guys. Letty! Get rid of something. Wow. Yeah, we did that. Okay, we get rid of that. It's a good idea, but this guitar's out of tune. Mic placement. Oh, also that. Gotta move your shoelace. That's a trick, Jacqueline, when you get your beat seat going totally, and Christine, can't make if your shoelaces are on the side of your foot, when you hit it, you're gonna hear it. Now you don't. I thought it was the microphone. It wasn't. Fade into the day. And pretty soon we're walking into May. Summer is on we've missed so much this year, 'cause all the fear that's been driven run and cross the field and see. You see all the fading colors in the sky. Colors in the sky. till the rain falls, you can see the rainbow. Cascading over your mind. Take the colors in. Take the colors in and let your mind feel alive again. Feel alive. I hope you feel I'll try to see what's like that pick. It's different playing without a pick. keep you in tune, buddy. How's everybody doing out there? Oh, Callum's in the house. I got to play something for my buddy. Callum, you here, bud? I got a little something for Callum. He's got to hear this. This is something inspired by Callum. So basically, I'm making a go on TikTok, guys. If you guys haven't seen, I'm dropping a lot on TikTok. Nobody knows I exist there, but still, I'm going to keep dropping stuff there. And I put this up there. Making a go on TikTok, guys.
Hold
if
on
you guys
a
haven't, I put this up there. I think, no, actually, I haven't done this yet, but maybe Callum could tell me if it's worth doing. So this is a song that Callum posted this, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I remember this tune. I got to do it. So we started doing it recently, and I don't think he's heard me do this yet, so I'm going to try. Hold on, what did they just do to me here? No, I don't want to join your silly thing. I just want to use the one track. Just let me see the chords, thanks. So, you know how we do our covers. 1962, Solomon Burke, Cry to Me, redone by the Rolling Stones in 1965, redone in 2021 by Mark Pires, Renaissance Man, on the beat seat, and I'm Casey Kasem. Trust me, it's going to be worth doing this. You don't want me to play it like that. Not you. Give me 1 second. I just needed to hear. You just need to get an E real quick. All right. And I'm Casey Kasem. That's where we do the cut in right there. When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? When you're old in your lonely room, and there's nothing but the smell of her perfume, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Yeah, say, oh, cry, cry, baby. Cry to me. Now I have to make this part up because I don't know. Well, nothing can be said in a glass of wine. Loneliness is just a waste of your time. And you don't ever have to walk alone, you see. So come on, baby, come on and walk with me. When you're waiting for your voice to come, and there's no one, there's no one. Well, you feel like crying? Well, don't you feel like crying? Oh yes, and you cry, cry, baby, cry to me. Don't you feel like crying? Cry to me. Well, cry, cry, baby, cry to me. Don't you feel like crying? Well, don't you feel like crying? No, I said, don't cry, cry, baby, cry. President-elect is back. Love it, man. Thank you. So Callum, my man, is back in the house. I'm loving it. Callum, my brother, in the house. And President-elect is back. Look, President-elect, we're winning big league. I want you to know what? No, Melania. You can't go in the gold toilet. With your gaze, you're going to smelt my gold. Whoever smelled it, dealt it, Melania. I did a bit today on TikTok. You have to see this. I'll just show you guys quickly. Probably 6 people in the world saw it so far because TikTok is just as shadow banned. Check this guy out.
Just walking the dog. Beladia, don't go near the gold toilet. You know, you can't do that. Beladia, come here. What are you doing over there?
That's Max, and then we did one right after.
Just taking my dog for a walk. Good old Major. Gotta take a major poop-a-doop. Look, Sleep Sofa Joe here. Just trying to take this old pooper. Look, he's taking a pooper. I wasn't even joking. Major, that's a serious one. That's a major one coming out of you. Just taking my dog.
Oh, the poop-a-doop. But then I put this up.
Across time.
Callum, I wrote this 2 days ago before my birthday. Listen to this. It's on TikTok. We're going to play it for you in a second here.
Meet me across time. I'll meet you across time.
What? Oh, man. Oh, Callum, yeah, I didn't want to impose. I thought you may just grab something that you liked, but I've been posting a lot thinking that maybe you grab something. But if you want me to send you like a link, I'd love to. I just, I mean, honestly, I think that song, that Cry to Me song, I'll send you that. I think that's even just a little clip there at the end, that maybe that section when I stopped playing, it was just more a cappella. But I think that those songs are kind of like right in my range. Do you want to hear, Callum, give me like an idea of type of music you want like me to do a cover of. Let me do a cover of something for you, show you something else that you're interested in. Like, is there a song you just heard someone do and you're like, oh, I love this song. Oh, you know what? I got the other one. Hold on. There's another one you posted that I was like, I play that one. Hold on. So this is a cool tune. Also, Callum, you put this one up and I love it. I played it before and when I saw you had somebody else put it up, I was like, I think you may like my version. It's totally different. I mean, it's more like the original, I guess. Just kind of do it a little bit my own way, but not really. It's still kind of like the original. Anyway, out of respect. You gotta have respect for these guys. So here we go. This right here is 2004, off the album Hopes and Fears, Somewhere Only We Know, Keen, redone in 2021 by Mark Pires, Renaissance Man, on the beat seat, and I'm Casey Kasem.
Walked alone in an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I found the earth beneath my feet. Sand by the river made me complete. A simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you can let me in. I'm getting tired of me somewhere to begin. Came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches looking at me. Is this the place I used to love? Is this the place we've been dreaming of? Simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when can you let me in? I'm getting tired, I need something to begin. And here you got a moment, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know. Simply, where have you gone? I'm getting old, I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired, I need somewhere to begin. If you've got a moment, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know. So why don't we go somewhere only we know?
I really don't know how it ends. I've only heard their song like twice in my life, and I just played it. Like, I literally heard it twice. I was like, that's pretty. I'm doing it. I never even heard the ending, I don't think. Oh, goodness. Oh. Human. Okay, hold on. I think I have heard that song. Hold on 1 minute. Human. Let's see what comes up. I don't know if I know it. Who sings it? Let me see, because I see a ton of people who have the song named Human. Metallica? Aw, thank you, brother. All right, I got another one for you that I think is really cool. So you guys may not know this, but there was a period of time where I was really into magic. In fact, I have a set of cards here. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a magic trick for you guys. But I used to do a lot of David Blaine type magic tricks, like card tricks, right? And so I got to a period of time. I even wrote a song called it's called "We've Got Time," but the chorus goes. This is the chorus. Check this out. You are the only magic in me. You hold the cards, you work the strings that no one else can see. You do that hoodoo to me. I've got to get you back. You are the only magic in me. You hold the cards, you work the strings that no one else can see. You do that hoodoo to me. I've got to get you back. We've only got time, we've always got time. You guys know that song. It's on my album from 2006, Something to Live For. We have been releasing an album a month. There are 3 albums out right now. 39 songs have been released from this show just this year. And lots of fire, guys. Lots of fire. The new one's coming out in about, I guess, a week and a half. I got to get it out. So let me play something very quickly here that I think is cool. It's called Abracadabra.
1970s. I don't really remember them. I was out of my freaking mind whacked. It was done by Steve Miller Band. Abracadabra. Redone in 2021 by Mark Pires and his band. On the beat seat, the first drum for all musicians. I'm Casey Kasem. Yeah. Give me my freaking coffee from Sonny over there.
You got me spinning around and round, round and round, round it go. Where it's starting, nobody knows it. Every time you call my name, I heat up like a burning flame full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. Abracadabra. I'm gonna reach out and grab you. Whoa, abracadabra. Abracadabra. Every time you call my name, heat up like a burning flame full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab ya, abracadabra, abracadabra.
said abracadabra. Abracadabra, 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 abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab ya, abracadabra. I wanna reach out, I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out, I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab ya. I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out, I wanna reach out and grab abracadabra. Every time you call my name, heat up like a burning flame. Burning flame, full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let you find you get higher. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out, I wanna reach out and grab you. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab you. Abracadabra. 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 Like playing an electric guitar. I never was into playing electric, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I think I like playing the electric like all the time. It's just fun. You get to rip it up more than you can on the acoustic, you know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing out there? So the other day, right before the old birthday routine, I wrote a song that was like pretty crazy, you know? My brother, President-elect in the house. Thank you, buddy. Wage, my buddy. Wages is here, guys. Say hi to Brother Wages. And if you haven't subscribed to Brother Wages, and there's something, I know Wages got something planned. We talked about it last night. So if you didn't get a chance to, because someone asked me today, how's Wages doing? Is he okay? And I said, yes. In fact, go check out last night's show. He came and went on Zoom with us, and we had a nice, like, I guess an hour and 30 minutes, because it's a 40-minute thing. We got cut off twice. So I guess it's an hour and 20 minutes we spent together chatting. And we went over everything, you know. I have a song I really want you to sing, but I can't remember the song. Oh, brother, tell me it and I will go with it for sure. You know, I got an idea. I want to play a Beatles tune real quick. Something came up the other day, and I just realized, like, the Beatles is like, it's like right in my range, you know. There's also a U2 song that's kind of right there. Like, all the U2 stuff is kind of right there. I mean, I don't know. I guess anything you say, I'll try and just do my own thing on it, you know? Like, I got an idea. What about a little Elvis? I said I want for the money. My Elvis is not really Elvis, though. It's me. It's me doing it. Yeah, Wages, that was fun last night, right?
Copperhead Road. I don't know what that is, but I could write a song called Copperhead Road if you want. Knockin' Boots by Luke Bryan. Okay, I'll take a look at that one. But maybe we should write a song called Knockin' Boots right now, Callum. It's cool. That's a great title right there. Knockin' Boots would be like... No. Knockin' Boots. I'm trying to hear it in my head. It is a country sounding tune. Like, I'm knocking boots. I gotta listen to it. I'll do a cover of it. Ooh. Oh, you know what's crazy? Someone asked me to do Painted Black, right? Paint It Black. I said I didn't know the song. So I made my own version, which is a great song we made, but... I saw my parents, and my parents like, you know that song, don't you? I'm like, no. So my dad brings it up. I'm like, I know that song. Da, na, 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 na. I didn't know when you said the name, but I do know that song, and now I want to play it. But I have never tried it before, so we'll have to try it some night. I have to actually listen to it once. Human by Ellie Goulding. Is that the one? You know, it's funny. It's like, I don't know any of these songs, but I'll listen to them. Wouldn't it be cool to hear Painted Black? I got to try to do that one for you tomorrow. I'll be doing it tomorrow. I'll listen to it tonight. I had a song I was just thinking about covering for you. It's one I've done before that I think is really cool. You know, I think this song here it gets a bad rap because of Tiffany. I'm going to show you guys something. I do this one sometimes. It's actually done by originally it was a guy named Tommy James.
Tommy James and the Jamestown Trio.
It wasn't really that. I'll tell you right here.
And the Shondells. Tommy James and the Shondells. I Think We're Alone Now. Redone in 2021 by Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. On the beat seat. And I'm Casey Kasem. Also redone by Tiffany as well in the 80s. Thomas, why didn't you give me the up-to-date stats of that? You had me say it was just redone once. What the hell's wrong with you? You're fired. You're freaking fired. Casey Kasem.
Have you guys ever heard the excerpt of him freaking out? He freaked out. Totally freaked out at like he was throwing records and he's dropping F-bombs. It's a famous clip. I think you can find it on YouTube. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this. This is my take on I Think We're Alone Now. I like it. I like this tune. Children behave. That's what they say when we're young. Watch how you play. And they understand as well. We're running as fast as we can. Holding on one another's hands. Trying to run away into the night. And you put your arm around me and tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing. When they say
just as run as we fast as we can, holding on one another's hands. Yeah, trying to find a way through the night. You put your arms around me and you tie me to the ground, and then you say, I think we're alone now. Beating of our hearts is the only sound. We're alone now. Yeah, I think we're alone now. We're alone now. We're alone now. I think we're alone now. Yeah. We're running just as fast as we can, holding on one another's hands, trying to find a way in the night. You put your arm around me, tie me to the ground, and then you say, I think we're alone now. Beating of our hearts is the only sound. We're alone. Well, I think we're alone now. You're alone now. I think we're alone now. I think we're alone now. We're alone now. We're alone. We're alone. We're alone. I like that tune. I don't know why. It's just a pretty tune, I think. Smoke on the Water. Ooh, I don't know if I know that one. Ooh, you know what we did recently that's so cool? Check this one out. It's called... I got it. It's... okay, I got it. 1969. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm sure. I'm sure I'm not sure. Alphaville, 1969. Forever Young, redone in 2021 on the beat seat by Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. And I'm Casey Kasem. How dare you? Where is it? I just had it 7 seconds ago. There it is. Forever Young. You guys know that tune, right? It's such a cool tune. Wait, that's not the right chord progression. I like the other one. That's got like, that does it with the A. It's the one I know. There we go. I found it. So this is a song by Alphaville. I don't think it was 69. I think I made that up. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. They look like they were maybe 80s. That's probably 80s, actually. Sorry. 1983, starring song on Napoleon Dynamite, redone in 2021 by Renaissance Man. I'm the beat seat, and I'm Casey Kasem. Good old Case. Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you going to drop the bomb or not? Let us stay young, let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we're never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music is for sad men. Can you imagine when the race was won? Turn a golden faces under the sun, praising our leaders. We're getting into music played by men. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever young. Some like war, some like the heat, some other melody, or some other beat. Sooner or later they'll all be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get all the final chords. I don't want to perish like a fading horse. Youth's like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever young. Forever young. So many adventures couldn't have it today. So many songs we forgot to play. So many dreams swinging out of the blue. Let them come true. Forever young, oh, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever young. I don't know, guys. I started strong and then it fell apart at the end, but still, that's the idea of the tune. It's a cool tune. It's funny, the only time I ever heard it was on Napoleon Dynamite, which I used to listen to a lot when I was younger. Holy cow. I know what I'm going to play. The very first time that my brother Wages came into this chat room, he says, "Hey, could you play a song called We Didn't Start the Fire?" And I'm like, I don't freaking know, because I never played it before. And we rocked the freaking hell out of it. Because as another artist, I didn't know he's right in my range. Right in my range. And then I realized I think all artists are in my range, because we all kind of sing the same I don't know. I mean, like, the range is there for guys, I guess. I'm singing in the guy range. But when a dude, "Oh, you took it down? How dare you do that, Billy Joel? I can't figure you out. I don't want people to play my song." Really? You want just to be lost in history of time? Gosh, you're like Sonny with the stupid cough cup. Nobody else gets my cough. It's just my cough. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? What are we talking?
Now that's creepy. I said we, and it brought up we didn't start the fire. Okay, come on, seriously? I don't need you to be that intuitive for me. Paying attention much, huh? Google? Jeez, how dare they? We didn't start the fire. Chords, lyrics, structure, where it was written. How dare you? I wrote we. It could have been we the people. We want to go to away this weekend. Where's a good place to go to dinner? You didn't? You want we didn't start the fire? You intuitively went and wrote down every freaking thing I was thinking in my head? How dare you, AI? How dare you disrespect the Facce by thinking ahead of me? You can't. You can't think ahead of the Facce. That's when you get elbowed in the Facce. Just get ready for that, you stupid AI. I'm an AI. Elbowed in the freaking AI Facce as hard as I can. You're like, oh, I had a nice clean Facce face when I was doing my algorithms as a freaking AI. Facce came out of nowhere. Elbowed me straight in the Facce. I'm no longer like normal for an algo. No, I'm all messed up. I'm like a messed up algo. Got like a freaking messed up head from the Facce. So this is a tune by, I don't even know when he did this, but let's make it up. 1992, Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire, redone in 2021 by Renaissance Man on the beat seat. And I'm Casey Kasem. Casey's top 39. Yeah, I threw a record at that guy. Here we go.
Truman door stare at China Johnny Ray, South Pacific Walter Ridge and Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, television, North Korea, South Korea, Maryland, Rosenberg, H. Bone.
I think there's supposed to be a pause there, sorry. Let's go back, because I got to do it right from the top. There's a pause in between each. Again, I played this twice, maybe 3 times in my life.
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Ridge and Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. Rosenberg, H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Punjaman, Brando, the King and I, and the Catcher in the Rye, Eisenhower, vaccine, England got a good queen, Marciano, Liberace, Santillan.
See, this is where it's right. This one's right. Last time I did this, there's an extra line in there. I'm like, this doesn't make sense because I'm singing it. And then I'm like singing an extra line in to get to the We Didn't Start the Fire. We're going back, guys, one more time. It's a great tune. Don't get fresh. This is for my brother Wages. Like I said, if you guys, for some crazy reason, have not subscribed to the Wages World platform, freaking do that right this second. I'll give you 3 seconds. And then after the song, go and do it again.
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Ridge and Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, television, North Korea, South Korea, North Marilyn Monroe. Rosenberg, H-Bone, Sugar Ray, Benjamin, Brando, the king, and I am catcher in the rye. Eisenhower vaccine, England's got a new queen. Maziano, Liberace, Satiano, goodbye. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning, yeah. We started the fire. We didn't light it. We tried to fight it, yeah. No, we didn't start the fire. No, no, no. No, no, no. We didn't start the fire. Joseph Stalin, Melancholy, Nasser, Cabal, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc. Roy Cohn, Juan Perón, Tuscany, Dagron, the Edmund flew falls, the Epton rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. Davy Crockett, Peter Pan. This is the one where it goes wrong, guys. See, it goes extra long on this one. This is a double timer over here. We're cutting in. Joseph Stalin, Melancholy, Nassau, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc. Roy Cohn, Juan Perón, Tuscany, Dacron, the Edmund flew, Boys and rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team. David Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Pardo, Budapest, Alabama, cruise jet, Princess Grace, Peyton Blaze, trouble in the Suez, and we didn't start the fire. We didn't start, always burning fear. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we were going to fight it. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, we didn't start the fire. No, we didn't start the fire. No, 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 no. We didn't start the fire. No, 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 no. He meant Kerouac's botany, churned away, bridge on the River Kwai. Lebanon, Charles de Gaulle, California baseball. Star weather, homicide, children bound to hide. Buddy Ollie Ben-Hur, Space Monkey Mafia, Hooligans, no, 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 no. Buddy Ollie Ben-Hur, Space Monkey Mafia, Hula Hoops, Castro, Edsel, Ronaldo. You two, Sigmund Ray, Paola Kennedy, Choppy Checker, Psycho, Belgians in the Congo said we didn't start the fire. No, we didn't fight it. We didn't start the fire. Didn't light it. Try to fight it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yes, we didn't start the fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We didn't start the fire. Start the fire. It was It's always burning since the world's been turning. Yeah. Start the fire. No, no, we didn't start the fire. Yeah. We didn't start the fire. Yeah. Oh, no, no. We don't start. And that's accurate, by the way. Billy Joel's right. We didn't freaking start the fire. Like, I mean, seriously, how dare you? How dare you blame the world for everything that happened before? We can't. You can't just walk around and be like, blamity, bloomity, blah. You're going to do this and that and another. Shalom, how are you, my friend? Mark, you really should do Who's Next. Okay, what's that? We have to know who's next. Hey, Shalom, what's... explain to me what Who's Next is, and we're going to do it. I was also thinking about taking some call-ins tonight. If anybody wants to call in, say hello. I think we should do Zoom thing again. That's just fun. The call-ins is like, you know, Totally T. How are you? So good to see you. Okay, so let's try something here. I hear that train rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the John John since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. It's where I want to stay. And letting people keep a moving on down the sand and down. Well, I love the big stores feeding in their fancy dining cars. Probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be. And then people keep a moving down the sand tone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And them people keep a moving on down the sand tone. You guys ready for a little trumpet solo? On down to San Antonio. Ooh, yeah, I bet there's rich folks eating in their fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. Yeah, no, no, no.
And then people keep moving on the sand tone. Yeah, and people keep moving on the sand tone. And then people keep moving under the sand. Oh, cool. Thanks, Totally T. I set that up so at least you guys can see my guitar playing and stuff like that. Plus, I'm also trying to let you guys know about the beat seat. The beat seat's the first drum in the world for guitar players. It's really the first drum in the world for all musicians. I patented it, I invented it, and I play it every night. So if you're wondering, oh wow, how's he making all that music? It's the freaking beat seat, guys. This thing right here is like having another musician in the room, but it's me, and I'm kicking the hell out of it. So that's kick, snare, kick, snare. So basically, it's the first of its kind. I have a patent for it, and her, H.E.R, she's got a beat seat, so her drummer is actually one of our artists. But I built her own beat seat. I literally built her one for herself. She's got one that's really cool. I built her a all mahogany, I believe, or either all mahogany or walnut, one of those two, but it was really beautiful. I know, right? That's the whole point, Totally T. And even the same thing the other day, I was just chatting with my parents, it's my birthday. And they're like, it's cool that you're playing the beat seat, but you got to mention it more often. Like, you're doing Supermark. I'm promoting Marvel and all these freaking companies, but I invented something and patented it. I don't talk about this enough. This is something that's going to change music forever. And I was the person who created it. So if you want to check out more, go to beatseat.rocks. Look, see, Wages popped it on right there. Yes, every single guitar player should have one. Every single musician should have one, really. Let's play you a little something, show you the power of the beat seat. All I have to do, let me show you what we do and how much of an impact the beat seat can have. We did it yesterday when we played this new song, but let me show you in real time. Check this out. Really? Okay. So you've got this in the mix, right? This is just what normal people have. Okay, look, I'm a guitar player. I'm singing, I'm playing my guitar, right? Even if you got a loop in, you got a loop, you're a looper, right? Guitar's in, now you want to play a loop. You want to just jam over the loop, right? You could do that here, Now let's just give you 30 seconds to see what it's like without a beat seat. It's going to be cool. So we got that. Very pretty, right? Now, you heard what you could do. It's very melodic, very cool, very laid back. However, Sad Sky, how are you? Don't go anywhere. Wages is right there. The vibe, right there. Whole new level. Whole new level. All over. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. But now I got a song I can rock out to, right? I mean, like, you're in the mix. You got to be able to jam to it. Hold on. Let's just to show you again. Look. That's without. That's without. Now I'm ready to rock out. I'm ready to sing. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to do whatever. I got a full beat going. I got a full band behind me. Nope. I got a beat seat that just took it to a whole new level. And it's not like a cajon where you got some tinny little sound and then you got some little quarter bass. That's a kick. That's a kick. I got a kick drum underneath me. This thing's twice the size of a cajon. What? That's a freaking beat seat right there. Cajons are small. This thing's twice the size. It's shaped like an auditorium. Let me show you one thing. It's gonna mess up my microphone. I don't know if you can see this, but it's actually wider at the back and then more narrow at the front, so you don't have to sit uncomfortably. Cajon makes you feel sit uncomfortably. Your legs are all wide and weird. This, I can sit perfectly as comfortable as I'd like. Just think about the stuff you could do with it. So, Beat Seat. BeatSeat.rocks. Thank you, Wages, for putting that up there again. You rock. Woo. So now we had to play the difference. You heard how nice and mellow it was over there. I like this beat right here. Now here's the other thing you're able to do once you get that beat in there. Alright, check this out. What? Different vibe when you play with the beat in the background, right? I mean, if you even want to go back, this is it right here. Ready? Yes, Wages nailed it. I've got to get cushions for this thing. Check this out. So no beat. That's it without, guys. jam on that all day. This is cool. That's a cool beat. Jeff P, my brother. So guys, I'm going to do a quick transition out of this from this guitar. Okay, I want to play you guys something that I dropped today. This is basically what I envision Hollywood is like. I don't know if you guys know anything about Hollywood. I've heard some stories about how people act in Hollywood, like this whole prima donna thing, like how these actors think they're above like everybody and like they treat them like crap. And so basically we were right in the middle of doing Supermark the other day when I was in the middle of scene changing. We finished one thing and I'm like excited to get to the next thing, and all of a sudden this thing took place, and it basically reminds me of how you would envision people being treated by the talent. So take a listen and let me know what you think of this. I dropped this just a little while ago, and if you guys enjoy it, share it and let the world know about Supermark. I'm waiting for the Batmark outfit to show up. It again did not arrive today. I think it's lost in translation. I'm gonna have to get a new one sent. Which sucks. I'm really pissed off about that, which means we can't film it this week. I'm not happy about that. I may have to go and I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I'm a little upset about that. They're like, oh, you have to wait till tomorrow. Excuse me, I wanted to film yesterday.
This oceanside
now I got to wait again till tomorrow? All right, let me know what you think of this, guys. Ready?
Vacation memory.
Totally dizzy now. So, okay, we move forward. So, let me get ready here. Sandra, did we get rid of Sandra? Can you see she has the special sheen? Just spray it. Yeah, tell her to come. I'm going to take a 5 here. Yeah, no, just tell her to come and do it right now. Whoa. The Renaissance family doesn't care. They're fine with that. They understand that this is a production and that this is really a multi-billion-dollar production, and the numbers are all BS. They know. They understand the whole world is tuning Truman Show. Yeah. Come on. Just get over here and just make me look a little better, okay? Come on, seriously. What are we doing? Do you want me to really look like Super Mark or Superman for this part? Or do you want me to just pretend? Sandra, I mean, seriously, I'm going to report you to SAG. AFTRA, I may even call your parents and just tell them that you're not doing the job. You're not doing the job that you should be doing to support this production. So I guess so I'm doing it myself? Randy, am I doing it myself then? Because Sandra's not coming out to do it. She doesn't want to, you just want, so you're going to direct this whole production and you want the talent to do their own makeup and hair? Randy, just seriously, just nod if that's what really you're thinking. I see the eyes that you're making. They don't look right. Like, I think you know it's stupid. Like you're saying to yourself, yeah, that is pretty dumb, right? Just nod, say yes, that's right, Supermark. We know it's very stupid. No, Sandra, I don't want to hear it anymore. If you can't come over and beautify Supermark before the next scene, then just go and do you, okay? Well, I'm gonna call my husband. You can't call your husband after you come here and do the sheen and get me ready for the next shot? I just don't understand why I'm sitting here. You're over there saying you're about to make a phone call to your husband. Randy's okay with it. Randy, the production suffers when we don't have good hair and makeup, okay? The production suffers when Sandra decides not to be the Grammy-nominated whatever she is. What is she, a Tony? What did she get? What did she get? Well, Randy, what did she get again? No, not the venereal disease she got. What was her award that she won in that last production she worked on? A Tony, yeah. She doesn't deserve one in my eyes. Look, she's gonna put, this production's going down and down the tubes very fast. Randy, I'm telling you what, this is my last production with you. Supermark no longer lives on. It's either you or me, Randy. I'm calling the studio. It's either Randy directing or me as Supermark. I'm absolutely not going to stand for this anymore. You got me here doing my own hair. You have a makeup lady. She's supposed to do my hair and makeup. She didn't even call my husband. How's he doing? Sandra, how's your husband doing? Well, it's been 4 minutes. I've been here vamping, talking to Randy. You haven't even called him yet? I don't even know what to do here. You know, look, I'm getting paid by the hour here anyway. AFTRA standard. SAG. I'm getting minimums, but I'm getting minimums. You can call your husband. Do whatever the hell you want. Randy, just call action. Let's go, Randy. Fine. I'll do it myself. I'm sick of this garbage. But I'll tell you, last production I'm working with you, you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. You guys get $1 billion to make this? You give me SAG minimums? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, without further ado, because apparently Randy's okay with it, she's calling her husband. Yeah. Oh, he's doing okay? Great. That's great, Sandra. No, don't worry about it. I don't need you anymore. I did it myself. No, don't bother. You stay there. Put your feet up. Don't you see I look okay? I sheened myself. Yeah, I sheened myself. You stay there. Randy, come on, give me the action. Come on, let's go. I'm ready whenever you're ready, Randy. Just, I don't want to hear it later on replay. When you're watching this, Randy, you're like, well, Supermark's hair had a bell thing going on the sides. I told you, Sandra didn't give a crap. She's calling her husband. You are over there like, that's fine, Mark, just go. Excuse me. Then you're going to call me back later and say we have to do retakes. I'm not doing retakes. This is a one and done situation for Supermark, especially with the way you're acting over there, Randy. I can't stand the attitude. Let me get into the moment, Randy. Don't just yell action until I'm ready to go. You got me flustered there with this. I just need a second, okay? I'm gonna do Om Mani Padme Om, okay? And when I get to the end of that Om, you yell action, I'm ready to go. Ready? Om Mani Padme Padme Om. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Randy. I know you do your best over there, but really, you should never tell me to wait. Okay, first of all. Secondly, if she's supposed to do the hair, get her to freaking do my hair, all right? I'm done with this. Now, Randy, are you going to set this scene up? I think I look a little too large to be here in Times Square. I see people over there. I'm about 86 times the size of them. I think we have to make me a little smaller, Randy. Why don't you set that up for us? Oh, you don't want to do it? You want me to do that too? Unfreaking believable. This guy. Yeah. No, yell, action, clap, whatever the freak you want to do, Randy. I'm ready to go now. God almighty. Hold on. No. Of course, you don't have wardrobe doing anything. She's still talking to her husband. I got it. Hold on. I got it. Give me a second. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How's that? Is that good? I think that's good. Randy, I'm ready when you're ready, okay?
Action.
Did you say action? I didn't hear you say action. You got to say it louder. I'm sitting here in Times Square. Are we calling it Metropolis for this scene? Yeah, it's Metropolis. Okay. Here we go. Yell action again.
Okay, quiet on the set. Action.
It's Supermark. I'm here in Metropolis. I have a meeting to sell that building right over there. Mamma mia! I am the greatest real estate agent on the planet, and I will get the buyer to say, Mamma mia! Give me a second, guys. I'm almost with you. Trying to find something here that makes sense. Let's see. We got to have something here that makes sense, fam. That's not going to make sense. Where's my scene? I'm having a hard time finding my scene. Isn't that typical? All right, let's try one more place it could be. I guess we're going to main scene here. I don't know what to tell you. Let's get out of here. There we go.
Yeah, this free trial's a little suckier than you thought, eh? You know what free trial doesn't suck? Final Fantasy.
Actually, I gotta do my proper entrance. Sorry, hold on a moment. It's Super Mark. I was just out on the town saving a couple children from a drain. Yeah, they fell down there trying to get the keys to the old Chevy. Guess who came out of nowhere flying through the air to save the day? Super Mark. So I understand Batmark wants to try to take me down. Yeah, Dick Facce calls Batmark on me. You can't handle me yourself, so you gotta call Batmark, huh? I get it, in a way. I mean, I am super, and you cannot take a super down unless you're another super, and even then, I'm freaking Super Mark. So, look, bottom line is my father, that's a Superman thing we do every once in a while. My father is in the back right now, and he's still very much upset about the loss. I'm not sure if you realize what happened, but he had a very tough time there in November. He assumed that it was his. He's an elf. He was the ruler of another planet. So he expected the second term. To all of a sudden only get one term, not good to be around this household, is all I'm saying. And I mean, look, I got the greatest view in the city, but I live with my dad. Not the coolest thing in the world when you're bringing ladies back here. Hey, my name's Clark. How you doing? You want to come over? Sure. Where do you live? Oh, I live over there. Isn't your dad the president? Yeah, he was. He didn't get the second term. Yeah, I know. We knew that. But anyway, how about you come over? No, thanks. That's what I get a lot of. They don't even want to know that I'm Super Mark because I can't even get them over here. They don't want to see that view because they know that he's back there always with that attitude, chip on his shoulder. Like, sorry, buddy, you didn't win. Hey, Dad, you want to come out and say hi? Renaissance Man family, they're here. Super Mark, what are you doing? Don't let them know I'm here. I'm still licking my wounds. I've got so many wounds, Super Mark. I cannot stand that the people voted for that sleep sofa over me. Are you kidding me? Dad, I get it. Yeah, he's a sleep sofa. I get it. But you can't just walk around and be like, I'm not going to see people ever again. I mean, people want to see you. You voted for by 85 million people, 80 million people, something like that. Those people want to know that you're okay. And for you to be like in the back always like, yippee, like you got to come out. You got to come out and say a couple words. So he left it all on my shoulders. I'm here trying to take down all the bad guys. Super Trump's back there. He's doing his thing. Still, just licking the wounds, really, is what's going on. I was trying to find another scene to see if I could do another location as Super Mark. Someone had a great idea the other day. We have to get the fan on. We got to get the fan on. I'm Super Mark. Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. That's my problem, Jeff. Like someone was the other day, I think Anna was saying, how do you get rid of the shadow when you're like here? Like right now you don't see it. But I'm like, right now, just for perspective, I could go down a little bit. Let me try something here. I assume that I'm going to be cut off. My head's going to get cut off here. Pretty much, almost. You see, but look, my feet, I can't get my full feet in. You know, I'm just not able to, and I don't have enough room in this space. So one day, if this show it becomes something where I'm actually able to get into a studio, I'll have enough room for you to see my full body, which is going to be so much better. We're going to be able to actually accomplish all the things I want to accomplish. The flying and the skydiving and all this crazy stuff that I want to incorporate into the show. I can't do it in this space that I'm in right now. It seems like I got miles behind me, right? Yeah. I have miles behind me, Supermark. I could fly back there to the Freedom Tower if I wanted to. I just did. You didn't know it. I went there, came right back. Go back, rewind. Go rewind and do it second by second. You got to do it like frame by frame. You'll see I left. I came back. Now I'm right here again. You see, there were lights on. I went and punched them out. I came right back. Just did it again. Pause. Go back, frame by frame. Wow. You'll see if you go literally, like, if you got enough of a detailed system where you can go and micro frame it, you will see me punching out those lights. Yeah. You'll see frame by frame in it. You'll see like all these little like movements through the sky, and all of a sudden, right into the freaking lights. Came back. Hey guys, what's up? I'm right here. When you can move faster than the speed of light. Just did it again. Fast forward, rewind, whatever you want to do. If you do it right, you're going to see a streak punching out a light and coming right back to this spot here. What's that, Dad? Did you want to come out and say hi? They, everybody's here. They're asking about you. Superbike, what are you doing? I'm in my knickers. Oh, Dad, I don't want to see you in your knickers. Definitely not interested in seeing you in your knickers, Dad. Put your clothes back on, sir. Hold on a minute. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I am able to get my feet in. Hold on. This is me trying to get my feet in. I'm pushing all the way up against the green screen. Still can't get it in. It would be great though. And I'm at full screen. Yeah, I'm at like 15, so I can't go any wider than that, guys. I'm trying my best. Hold on a minute. Let me go a little higher then because it's not working this way anyway. Okay. When you have a call to protect the city, it's important that you take that call and you continue to save cats from trees and bad things from going on. Anyway, I don't know what else I'm doing, guys. I'm really upset about one thing. Hold on. I don't want to be here. I have to be somewhere else. Hey, Sharon! Sharon, how are you? Hold on a second. We're not done with this yet. We need to find a better location. And it's not... Ooh, I got it. Ooh, okay, hold on. Ready? It's going to be better than that. I can't do a better job than that, dude. What are you doing over there? It's gotta be better than that. Jump in with the cape. God almighty. You seriously? That's all you can do, dude? Hold on a minute. You can't do a better jump in? Hold on. We're jumping in. We're jumping in again. Problem is, now I'm gonna go up a little higher because I can't see myself. Like, I have to stand all the way back here to be in frame. I really don't want to stand all the way back there. I want to be like right here. How much of me can you get in? Enough. All right, let's try it one more time. That was a perfect drop in though, wasn't it? Again, I don't like the... All let's try that. Let's see if that's any better. I'm looking for Wayne Doppler. Hold on. That'll be better. Last time. See, this is why we do 50 takes in order to get it right, guys. Fix my stinking belt. How dare that belt continue to flip on me? Last try. Come on, dude. It's Supermark. I'm looking for Dr. Wayne Doppler, the evil genius. Apparently he's after Supermark. And of course, Supermark's gonna take down the tallest man alive. He thinks just because he's in the Guinness, he's protected. He thinks just because he can detect my flight patterns, that he's protected. He thinks that if he contacts Batmark, that he's protected. I'm Supermark. I'll take on any sort of bat figure. A bat? Really? I'm supposed to be afraid of a bat? Just like I was supposed to be afraid of some guy named Sonny the Fist. Stupid fists. I don't know if you saw how that worked out. Sat there in the pyramids. Lazy bodyguard, whatever. I don't even know what his deal was. The other guy, Facce, it was like gnats trying to hit me. When I blocked it, I didn't even feel anything. It was almost like a bird kind of came and just like ran into me. That's what it felt like on my arm. It's like, really? That's what you got? Facce. His bark is much worse than his bite. That I'll tell you for sure. But look, I am waiting for Batmark to appear. I don't know where he's going to show his face, but I will find him. And I'm also going to find Dr. Wayne Doppler and shut him down. This Doppler 5000, yeah, I'm about to destroy the hell out of this thing. I don't know if I should show you or not, but I'm going to fly through it. And I'm going to go like this through it. I'm going to go, I'm going to elbow both sides. As I fly through, elbowing both sides, as the pieces start to break, I'm going to just do like a 360, throw them as far as I can to all four parts of the planet, hoping that maybe I hit Wayne Doppler in the head. He is 8'9". There's a good chance if I throw it at a low enough trajectory, I'll take down Doppler in the process. Look, sometimes you got to take advantage of a free weapon source. And when the Doppler 5000 is sitting right here, you destroy the hell out of it. Now, I still don't know where the 5001 is. That I'm looking for. If I could find the Doppler 5001, it would be game, set, match. It would be checkmate. You would see the battleship be taken. I sunk your battleship. You'd be hearing that from me. But no, now I got just the 5000. I got the crappy 5000 back here. Look, he's not even here anymore because he knows it's crap too. The 5001 is the wave of the future. That 5001 I'm worried about because it could detect me before I even fly. He figured out how to detect my Kryptonian blood through the Doppler 5001, and now I'm really nervous because once I walk out of the house, my signature is open to the Dops. And so what we're going to have to do is take down the Doppler before he could take down the Supermark. It's a stressful time in the life of Supermark. There's a chance, although be it slight, there's a chance I can meet my demise at the hands of Wayne Doppler. Evil genius. 8'9", he's in the Guinness. I don't know if you know that. Tallest man alive. So I'm going to have to prepare like never before. I'm going to have to flex just to make sure these muscles are working when I'm not using them, you know? Because from time to time, you don't use them and then you start to atrophy. When you're supermark, you atrophy actually at a faster rate than normal human, you know, skeletal tissue. Yeah, not sure if you knew that. But when you atrophy after like a month, I atrophy in about like 2 days less than a month. It's a little less than you, or more than you. I'm sorry, it's 2 days more than you. Whatever it is, it's not good. We don't like supermark atrophying. So when I flex and breathe in and do a wax on, wax off, like Danielson, that's how supermark states is limber. Look, you gotta be limber when it comes to fighting against the injustice of time and the evils of the world. I mean, last week I dealt with Dick Facce. Did you guys see how tough that guy was? Talks a big game. Oh, I'm gonna punch a hole in your chest. Excuse me, did you see? Super chest. He didn't punch a hole in anything. If anything, he punched a hole in his confidence. That's what he punched a hole in his confidence, people. I think if anything, he punched a hole in the idea that he could actually hurt the supermarket. That idea, the hole is in the idea. You can't do anything in the supermarket if you got a sunny fist. That dummy sat there drinking a coffee, it looked like to me. I mean, I do have supervision. I could have looked a little closer to see what brand and what kind of roast he was working with. Was it a mild, a medium, or a dark roast? Could have been a Robusto. I'm not sure, but I didn't look close enough. I didn't get nervous. I wasn't nervous. Yeah, he did have fists the size of like the rocks on each level of the pyramid, but he stayed there holding a coffee cup. So I was not nervous at all and didn't need to know about what brand or what, you know, origin of coffee he was drinking. I would have checked had I been nervous, because if I had checked and I saw that he had a Robusto and he was coming at me, supermarket's got to work a little differently then. I got to work a little differently when there's a Robusto on the table. There's a Robusto on the table and I'm just being like, yippee, yeah, look at me, I got you. And I'm doing one of these, I'm doing like a rope-a-dope. If I'm doing the rope-a-dope or like the old like, hey, look at my hand, whack-a-doo, yeah, that's when you get in trouble when someone like a Sonny has a Robusto. If he had the mild, if he's working with like a, you know, a blonde or whatever, that blonde, you know, the coffee that's a blonde, instead of like the dark roast, you get the blonde roast, then you could do one of the rope-a-dopes. You could be like, hey, what's up, look at this, Sonny. Whack-a-doo, kicking the Facce, you know. You go like this, hey, look at this, and then you give him a kick right in his face. I don't think I can say the Facce because I'm not Facce. But yeah, you give him the old 1-2 Magoo. Like, hey, look, Sonny, did you see this? You slap him as hard as you can in the face. By the time he picks up his monkey fists and he tries to lift them towards you, you super fist him right in the side of the face. And he just hits the ground, torso and all, falls over, and you're done. So, look, I wasn't worried about Sonny. Didn't smell his origin of coffee, didn't even look. Because he was not a threat. The threat to me in the moment was some crazy guy talking garbage at me. Oh, you can't have an espresso. Excuse me. First of all, you always dip a biscotte into the espresso. That is a worldwide fact. It's knowledge. It's in books. There's YouTube videos. And then for Gino to not... So that I was kind of with him on that. I was with Dick Facce on that. You know, like seriously, you don't dip a biscotte? Like, so yeah, I'm there on that. But the idea that he comes at me like, hey, I'm gonna elbow you in the Facce, then he did like this roundhouse kick, that was not cool by me. That was not cool by me. Now I held, you know, we have a code. We L's have a code that we can't punch people in the Facce. I keep doing it. Dude, I'm trying to get that to stop making noise. We can't hurt human beings unless they are literally hurting us. That guy, even if I let him hit me, it wouldn't hurt. Like, I don't know if you know, he's a weakling. We filmed it. You could probably catch the footage and see, but he's a weakling. Like, nothing he would do would hurt me. So, I don't know. His bark, though, like, he got me nervous. I'm like, this guy, what is he doing over here? I almost gave him the old, like, look at this hand, and then punched him as hard as I could. And then I was like, he's just like a frail little human sentient being. Like, he's nothing. He's got nothing here. We could just... You know, but I left him alone. I should have killed him. Yeah. I should have killed him. I should have killed Sonny and put them behind us, right? I mean, we don't want to have issues going forward. Who knows? I could be there and I'm fighting Batmark, right? I'm like, Batmark, it's Super Mark. And he's like, over here, he's like, Batmark. Or he's like, Super Mark, it's Batmark. And I'm like, Batmark, I'm gonna punch you in your bat head. And I come in like this to punch Batmark in the bat head, and he goes, you missed. And then I'm like, I didn't miss. You just happened to duck. It wasn't a miss. Those are two different definitions. Me swinging at you and you ducking is not missing. It's taking a shot at an area. I went to strike at the area and you duckarooed. And in that situation, that's not called a miss, that's called a duck. Okay, so yeah, you ducked. You're great. You're a bat. You could duck in and out of swings and punches. Could you get that one? Are you able to stop that? Are you able to do that? Does that help you at all? Like, what do you got over there, right? So this is where we have to start getting a little more creative when it comes to fighting Batmark, because he's got this reflex thing. You know, a fist comes at Batmark, and he's got the ability to just be like, and go around it. And you're like, wait, hold on a minute. How did you do that? Because I saw your face right there, and when I came in with my super punch, you somehow were like, and then you moved like almost as fast as Super Mark. Totally crazy. But so that fist comes in, and Batmark's like, and Batmark attacks with the fangs, and he goes, I got you. And I'm like, no, you didn't get me. I'm Super Mark. And I fly away. He tried to bite me with his venom fangs that are filled with kryptonite. But you know what? I wasn't afraid. I was like, let's go, Batmark. What do you got? I gave him one of these. I give her a backwards elbow. And when I was flying up in the air like this and came down on him like this with my foot, he didn't like that. No, it wasn't good for Batmark. But look, he ran off. He's playing coy now. I think he's back in Gotham. I'm thinking about looking for him. I think I may go to Gotham. In fact, we may head to Gotham next. I don't think I'm taking off this friggin' outfit. Keeping it on all stinking night. Hold on a minute. I think we're heading to Gotham in order to find Batmark. Hold on. I'm heading to Gotham to find Batmark. He can't run from me this time. Now I keep the legs together. Hold on. I'm heading to... Stupid. This is live movie night, parts of it. We're doing two-nighter, I guess. Hopefully this costume shows up tomorrow. I'm headed to Gotham to find Batmark. If you need me, just yell. I'm freaking Super Mark. Ooh, that was a good ending to jump up like that. Oh. What are those meteors to the left? Holy cow. Hold on, let me turn that down a touch. Okay, so you know, what do we need now? Hey, Lamb, how are you? So what we need now is a Gotham scene. I think I picked something, I just don't know if it's going to work. I'll tell you what, it's getting hot down here now because of the weather shifting. The fan on me pushing my cape is actually going to make a lot of sense because it's starting to get hot down here. Okay, so this is the... turn this down. This is the piece I found. I don't know if you can hear me too well, but this is what I found today. Let's see if this is anything I can work with. I don't think it is. All right. These guys are big. They're going to be bigger. What the hell are you wearing? Ah, darn it. The hell are you wearing? I'm Supermark. What are you, Dave the Dead Guy? I flew in here to Gotham trying to friggin' find Batmark, and I find this, like, what is this? Is this Mardi Gras here in Gotham? Where is your leader? Where's Batmark? Why don't you tell him to come down here and find Supermark? Supermark's gonna take him down. That is the bottom line. You let him know, colloquially or whatever you want to tell him. You just oh, this is feeding back. Do you mind if I ask, what the hell are you wearing? I flew in here to Gotham to try to find Batmark, and I find this guy. I don't know if I should be afraid of you or not. I mean, you look like a skeleton, but really, if I need to, you're getting one of those right in your face. But look, I'm here looking for Batmark. Do you know where he is? Have you seen him anywhere? I mean, look, I know you got look, I got a crypt in my hand. Look at me, I'm holding a coffin. Would you like me to squeeze you into said coffin? It can be arranged. If you don't tell me where if you don't tell me where Batmark is, then I think I may have to arrange that. You into a casket. We'll bury you someplace close by, though. Don't worry about it. Anyway, do you have any tips for me? Anywhere you want to send me? And if you send me to the wrong place, remember, I remember what you look like now. I have a photographic memory. I'm Supermark. Okay? And I'm also... You smell terrible, just so you know. But now I've got that in my nostrils and likely will never forget that smell. It will haunt me, in fact, from time to time, that you exist and smell like that. But I have it now. It's there. I'm almost like a canine dog. Supermark's got a canine dog situation going on where I can track down individuals months, years, even decades later based on a smell. Some people, they do it on a visual. They're doing it on an audio cue. Oh, I heard the voice and I can remember that that's Lex Luthor. Now, I'm able to do it all. I could do the Lex Luthor thing. I could do the smell. I could do the taste. And I could also elbow you right in the face if you don't tell me where Super Batmark is. But look, Batmark has really got it coming to him. I just want you to know. You may be thinking you're protecting him right now because, like, he's the guy who comes out here and gives you coffins and stuff. But he's a bad guy, okay? Everybody's like, oh, he's here to protect the city. No, he's not. He's here doing really bad things. And there's another guy maybe doing good things, but Batmark, bad guy, okay? He's basically one of my super nemesis. So anyway, look, I'm sorry. I don't want to stop you from doing your walk. If you want to keep marching, keep marching. I'm not stopping you from marching, am I? Am I stopping you from marching? Is it that I'm so super that you're like, I'm going to stop here for a little while and I'm going to just allow Supermark to be super? And look, I get it. I get it. Elbow. That's the other thing. You have to sometimes remember that Supermark can just attack when he feels like it. I'm not like the Superman that you may remember. I do have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder about certain things, like Batmark messing around and leaving me on the lurch. The other day I showed up. I'm in Times Square. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, okay, let's go. I got Batmark coming. Let's go. I'm ready to go, right? I had my super fist ready. Again, not as super as the other guy's fists, but I have a little bit extra power behind it because I'm Supermark. I wanted to just get this fight over with. I just wanted to have the fight with Batmark. Whoever wins, wins. We both go home. We have like a cappuccino or whatever, you know. But the idea that I'm there, I show up at 12 noon on the dot. High noon, he says. You gotta show up at high noon. High noon. I got there at freaking 11:55. I was there at 11:55. I don't know if you know, I'm Supermark. I left at 11:54 from New York, Hungary. We're there together in Hungary. And I'm like, hey, buddy, look, I'm here 11:55. You said 12 noon. Come at 12 noon on the dot. I'm there 11:55 in Hungary. A little hungry at the time because I flew from New York to Hungary, and they have goulash. It was terrible that day. They didn't have anything good. And I'm there. I'm waiting for Batman to I'm waiting for Batmark to show up. It's supposed to be Rumble in Hungary. It's supposed to be a Rumble in Hungary. We're talking about it. It's like they're like, we're gonna go to Hungary and see the Rumble and well, give me some capitals in Hungary, guys. What do we got? Munich? No, that's Germany. I can't think of any cities in Hungary. Somebody give me a city in Hungary. Quickly, city in Hungary. And somebody give me the right thing. Give me a city in Hungary. I'm looking for someone to give me a city in Hungary. Demi, I'll be you. What are you doing? We go to Hungary. I'm in Hungary. I'm there and starving. Not just hungry, like literally starving. And then Batmark just leaves me in the lurch. We're talking about across the planet on one breath, because I don't know if you know this, when you shoot across the planet and you're trying to get there in a couple seconds, you gotta hold your breath. You can't breathe in while you're going. What are you supposed to be like, flying the speed of sound? You're like, look at me, I'm breathing. You hold your freaking breath and you bolt it, right? You're going, and then all of a sudden, if you want to get another breath, if for some reason you run out of breath, which just doesn't happen, I'm super, but if you did, you'd have to come to a reasonable speed in order to actually get a breath. If you open your mouth even while you're flying at the speeds I fly at, you will be slowed down. You ever seen like it's like a parachute effect, like in gym class, where all of a sudden all the kids are holding the corner and then they go up and they get lifted in the air? Same thing happens, like that. Same thing happens though, where all of a sudden you get slowed down by the wind and you could actually lose teeth. I don't suggest that. I don't recommend it at all. What I do suggest is that you tell me where Batmark is immediately. I'm really starting to lose my patience with you. I'm not sure if you really want me to help you because I'm thinking about it. I will unleash the power of the elbow. The power of the elbow. Right in your face. I'm sorry you didn't know the power of the elbow. You got the power of the elbow. But so here's the thing. You let your master know. You let Batmark know that I was here, okay? And I'm coming back for him, okay? I want to meet him here in Gotham, high noon tomorrow. And I don't want to hear that he gets here and he's like, oh, I came and I left. No, you show up and you get here and you wait for me. You wait for Supermark, because I'll be here, most likely 11:55 again, depending. If I leave at 11:54, I may, just because he disrespected me this time, I may leave at 11:59. I'll show up here right at noon. I'll be here on the dot. And when he's hopefully standing right there going, are you ready, Supermark? I'm going to stand here and say, I'm absolutely ready. You disrespected me last time, so you're getting a super fist in your bat face. Here's the thing, though. Again, I don't know how he's able to do this. I go to super fist him in the face, right? And somehow he ducks and maneuvers around it. He's got some sort of super skill, even though he's not a superhuman. He's just a freaking guy. If I figure out who he is, it's over for him. If I figure out who is his actual identity, yeah, I will just torture the hell out of that guy. Are you kidding me? If I find out who he is, he's going to be like in there shaving, and all of a sudden I'm going to fly in and just what, how did I cut my face? I'll put the razor back in his hand after, so be like, what? I must have poked a little too hard on the razor. You can't, you can't mess around with Supermark. The other thing I'll probably do is he'll be there sitting down to go to the bathroom, and first, bloop, I come and fly and take the toilet paper, and he'll have no idea. He'll be like, oh, I'm going to go and flush now. Let me go and wipe. No toilet paper. It is gone. And so that's the bottom line here. You have to understand, Supermark is going to take down Batmark. And if you're not prepared for it, remember, you'll get an elbow right in the face. So Supermark is going to take off. And again, if you don't tell Batmark that I'm on to his scent, and again, I have your scent, it's completely horrific. Like, didn't your mother tell you you should wash your body, even just occasionally? You don't have to do it all the time. I know for you it's been apparently 18 months. Is that about right? 18 months? You've been sitting here 18 months in that getup. I have a feeling you haven't even watched that stupid Get Up either. Tell Batmark you are disadvantaged to his organization. Nobody wants to be around when you're around. In fact, I have a feeling the reason why you have such a bad reputation as a company is because of your stench. So anyway, you go back to being you with your silly crypt and yeah. And I don't know what else to tell you than that. I'm off. Oh, my Callum! He's back. Callum, this is Supermark. This is our newest show. Uh-oh. It's one of our newest series. In fact, we're on to episode 2 of a... Oh, so here's what we're doing, everything. Let's get back to singing, I think. Too funny. So basically what we did with this guy is he's a superhero, and he is... just a goofball. That's the bottom line. I love Supermark. I am going to play you this quickly because this is getting way too hot for me anyway. I think we got a lot of really good content there, though, because this is all going into the movie. We're doing a live movie recording every week live. We just improvise like we just did, come up with stuff, and then hopefully it's something that works that we can create into a movie. Now I got 2 pieces. We have a Facce bit from last night. I don't know if anybody realizes this, but I was doing Facce specifically last night. Oh, Facce last night was talking about how he was getting a bad coffee from Gino because of the he couldn't beat Supermark. So movie 2 is going to be hopefully as good as movie 1. Movie 1 was so good. I mean, I'm thinking about playing it again tonight later on. I just love that movie.
So, you took my masterclass and learned to make egg toast really good. Delicious.
Forget about the silly stuff and play something, buddy. Close another year, embark on a new journey tomorrow. I take a ride across time. Across time. Ain't time paradox. Ain't time imaginary. It seems to me to be across time. Across time. Across time. Clouds overhead. I see the sun shining through and down on me. I can feel
still sing. Across time, across time, across time. Meet me across time. I'll meet you across time. I'll meet you. I'll meet you across time. I'll meet you across time. Across time. Across time. I'll meet you across time. Across time. Cross time, take the cross time, cross time, cross time, yes, cross time, going to cross time for your business. I'll meet you across time. I'll meet you across time. Meet you across time. Meet you across time. I'll meet you across time, where time stops and we remain forever just united, weightless in space. Yeah, nothing can stop this place, and we're going to stay here forever. Yes, across time. Across this time. No, no, no. I'll meet you across time. Cross time, on a cross time for you. Cross time, on a cross time, on a cross time. Cross time, on a cross time. Yeah, at a cross time, see across time. But across time, yeah, across time. Gonna cross time to see you across time.
So Oh, thank you, Texas. It's so interesting. I played it for my parents the other day, and I was just like, I had this thought in the moment while we were, every night when we're sitting here, and I'll just grab the guitar and start with something, a riff. Like we did this tonight. I don't even know what it was. I erased it, but I made this up the other night. Still having no lyrics for this, but listen to this. All right, can we sing to this?
Welcome, all my friends. Come on down to the Renaissance Man Show. We're going to have a fantastic time. We're going to play music. We're going to make you laugh. We're going to find words in the moment and bring a spirit to this existence that does not exist currently. It's the Renaissance Man Show. I hope one and all will come and join the family. Let's get down! Everybody do this dance! Throw your hands in the web. I go, what? What? Remember, say it again. Say what? 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 I'm running down the streets in Mumbai. Is that what you guys said? I just love this beat. How funny is this? I got the sitar out on my guitar. Come all on down to the Renaissance Man Show. It is a place to come and feel the light of the Lord. And if you don't, then you're cold as ice. This is Renaissance Man. I always love those scenes. Like, ah! All right, what else do we got here? This hasn't been released yet. This is another one we did the day before, buddy. Okay, hold on. Let me set this up for you. Dana Shiver sends, you guys can order custom songs, okay? And honestly, I'm raising the price because these songs are freaking awesome. Every song I write ends up being really, really catchy. And I'm writing songs that people can remember for time, and I'm charging $100. I mean, honestly, that's ridiculous. So it takes me a lot more time to think about them. And sometimes it's not even about me writing it in the moment. It's about the act. I was thinking about this. Someone said the other day, the mindset of people, some people are on this mindset, well, if it takes me a certain amount of time, then it's worth this. No, the talent and the final product has a value. It could take me 2 seconds. It doesn't matter about the time. It's the gift that's being created that costs something. It's the same thing. Someone said this is a great analogy. They had this ship that was broken. The engine was shot. This was a ship that had been out, for years and years, and the engine's shot. Like 40-year-old engine. There's only one guy who's been around long enough to know how to fix it. They tried. They spent money on a couple of repairmen. No one could get it fixed. This guy comes over. He spends like 3 hours observing everything, reviewing the engine. He goes over there, takes his hammer, and he hits it one spot. The engine kicks right up. Hits it in one spot. The engine kicks in. The guy's like, oh my goodness. Like a week later, he gets a bill for like $21,000. And the guy's like, $21,000? What are you talking about? You took a hammer out and you hit its spot. He goes, that took you 2 seconds. He goes, you didn't pay me for the time I spent. You pay me for the 25 years I took to get to the point to know where to hit that thing with the hammer. You paid for my experience, buddy. That is a powerful statement right there. You paid for his prior experience. You're paying for someone's value, what they bring to the table. I know in a way, if you think about it, $100 for a song that lives forever is kind of like everybody should be ordering one right now. because it's going to be an awesome song. But I think it should be something that is appreciated because it's such a cool thing. So Dana says, hey, she ordered one. It's the second song that Dana ordered. She said, can you do me a favor? Make a family song, a fight song for all the light workers. We are all light workers here, guys. Whether you know it or not, if you are here and you join this program occasionally, you show up here, you do appreciate positivity because I only have one thing to share with you, and it's love. And so you do receive it. You receive it. The question is, will you share it? Will you let somebody know you're getting it? That's the bigger thing. Someone said the other day, look, you can get whatever you want, but if you're not telling somebody else what you're getting and letting them in on it, you're not doing anything for yourself, because really it goes back to giving to others in order to get the most out of life. I still find whenever something great happens for me, it doesn't feel as good as when I do something for someone else and I see them benefit. There's something about that. It's like the idea of Lamb as the Light says it too. There's nothing like experience. I've been writing songs now for 25 years, And so basically when someone orders a song from Renaissance Man, from the show, you're buying the experience of a guy who writes songs every day, and we put out an album a month. So Lamb, just so you know, an album a month, 13 songs on each album, 38 of the 39 songs you will hear on iTunes were improvised live on this show. I didn't write them prior. They took place here. They became, just like every moment on the show, it becomes. What we just did with Supermark 10 minutes ago, I don't know what I said or did. I go, I get as much out as possible, see what's there, and then we make a movie out of it, right? When I'm playing a song for you, I'm letting my entire emotional structure come out. I don't want to hold anything in. You guys can probably feel it. There are times within each song where, man, I'm letting it all out through that guitar or through my voice, whatever. And I only have one thing to share. It's like the most positive and the most electric of moments. I just feel like there's enough to go around. You know what I mean? Like if we all just grab onto it and then share a little bit, we can change this world. And it sounds so stupid because the world is dead right now. Like I kept saying for a while the world is dying. The world is freaking dead. The world is dead. And that's why this is so hard. That's why it's so hard 835 days in a row to be here and still try to break through that wave of shadow banning, because the world is dead. The world is so consumed by the hate and the negativity and I think the amount of money that these people are making on the hate and the division, it far outweighs what they see they can make on connecting people. But for me, I want to connect us all. And I talked to a guy today. I mean, I'm starting to make phone calls, guys. Like I had this mentality. I'm just going to show up every day until some guy comes along who knows how to put me on TV or whatever. I don't know. Like I want to go up against everything on the negative. So I'm like, okay, one day some dude will show up and say, what is this guy doing sitting here every single day for the rest of his life? Why doesn't he go do this in front of a bigger crowd, first of all, and then take on all the garbage on the negatube? I want to go up against all the stuff that's out there. Like I saw Jimmy Kimmel on and just going after Trump. I'm like, why are you still talking about, like what? You won't even bash this stupid guy who's there now. You're going to keep going after the guy who's no longer there. It's like, I want to go up against the negativity of the world live every day. And I want to tell whoever is the person who does that, say, look, this has never been done before. Give me a freaking channel and let me go live. Okay. Just give me the channel. And whenever I'm not live, we're just going to replay these shows. I got 835 clean shows you could play. And if you do the math and it's 3-4 hours a show, that's 6 a day, 7 a day. We can fill a whole day in just replays. You take me in, so 6 a day or 5 a day if you figure me doing a 4-hour live show as well. 24 hours, 7 days a week, straight positivity. And I mean, look, it sounds greedy to say I want it to be all me. I'm not saying that. I just want it to be all positivity. My first thought was it would be me. I'd get like Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty. I get all the people who are trying to promote light in this world together on one platform. And every day we're live, 24 hours a freaking day. Tony's got an hour, Jay's got an hour, I got my hour, and that's it. There's no other channel anybody's going to want to watch. I can't get anybody to pay attention to me. But that's what I would do. That's what I wanted. That's what I'm going to do. Whether it's me 24 or it's getting a bunch of dudes together, ladies together who are doing some positive things, we're doing 24. I just don't know how to make the contact. I don't know who to call. I don't know who to get to show up and see what we're doing here and say, yeah, you know what? This does have legs. If it doesn't have legs, then I wouldn't be here still. If this doesn't have legs, I would have quit a long time ago, guys, when I had 295 subs. Before 6 Hour came in and saw me with 295 subs and was like, you're doing 3 hours a day for 3 people? Yeah, I'm leaving messages because I know the content I'm dropping. I'm leaving messages. I know I may, it's morbid. I know I may die and nobody will ever know I exist, but I'm leaving those messages. And one day somebody's going to come along. Some kid, some 18-year-old kid's going to be searching the internet in 50 years. What's Mark Pires Renaissance Man? What? This guy went live? Started on December 31st, 2018 and never stopped until his last day of breathing? What? And then all of a sudden, at that point, maybe we'll be enlightened, where people will be thinking the way I am, which is that we need to come together and find the love and the light again and start rewarding each other for the fact that we're here together instead of pushing each other down because we're here together. It's ridiculous. Wait a second. I want to get this straight. We happen to be fortunate enough to be here in this moment in time together right now, and you want to divide us? You want to tell me that I hate you and you hate me when we are fortunate enough in the history of time to be here right now? It's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. That's why the lie should be so easy to see through. Nobody thinks in those terms. Wait a minute. It's 2021, April 14th, 2021. I'm sitting here right now with Axe, with Sid, with Anna, with Letty, with Mannequin, with Tom. You're telling me that I'm supposed to hate all these people? They're here with me at the same time. You don't look like me. I hate you. You think differently than me. I hate you. You're here with me right now. Isn't that unbelievable? Because I could have been born 40 years ago. You could have been born 50 years ago. Stop thinking about our differences and start thinking about what's so amazing about the fact that today we're here, right now. Right this second. We get to experience this moment together. And when I tell you guys, the reason we changed the name of this show from Real Talk to Renaissance Man, because this show is the Renaissance. I didn't realize that until we were changing the name. And my mother actually read off the definition of Renaissance Man, what a Renaissance Man is. She goes, you're really, if you think, go look at the definition. She goes, you're really like all the things that it says. Like you're trying to change the way of society, the way people are thinking. That's very much like a Renaissance. Yeah. We're writing songs in real time. I invented it. I'm an inventor. We're still opening up to what we're doing here. Now we're doing full movies on a weekly basis. Like, I don't know what's next. I want to write a book. That's next. But the thing is, you come to a certain point in your life where you say to yourself, you either believe what you have is going to make a difference, or you say, no, I'm going to quit, and I'm going to go back to that day to day, and I'll just live the rest of my life that way. I could have done that, put my feet up every night, enjoyed the fact that my kids are growing. I could spend every single second with them. I'm starting to realize more and more how much I've been neglecting those moments by giving so much to a world that doesn't know I exist. Like, if I'm going to show up here every day forever and it's going to be still impossible to ever get through that wave, and I'm never going to ever be through that wave, I can't forget about the thing in my life that will be impossible to retrieve. I can't get back the fact that my son is 12. And in 5 years, I'm still sitting here with my awesome family members here, but I'm still sitting here into this small group of people, and I didn't see him grow up. You know what I mean? Like, that's not fair, first of all. Plus, I'll be miserable. That'll be a regret. I don't want to ever have a regret. So although I know my mission is pure and it needs to happen, I have to start thinking bigger. I have to start thinking about this time. There's going to be, in 5 years, that kid's not going to want to hang out with me. That's real. That's real. In 5 years, he's going to be like, Dad, give me the keys. 4 years. Freaking A, in 4 years, he's going to be like, give me the keys. So I need to be aware of the fact that my road on this is obviously not an easy road, and I'm not going to ever stop. I'm going to keep showing up every day forever, but I'm not going to focus on it. I'm not going to focus on when or if, because I know it may never happen. My whole life I've been hearing crap like that. I just have to let you guys know that. When I was touring, I was playing music all over. Oh, you're going to be huge. It doesn't happen. I don't know the people that you need to know. So I think it's a bunch of BS. Like, it doesn't happen that way. It's like you have to literally be in the right place at the right time, run into the right person, because talent means nothing. It means nothing. It hasn't meant anything since I started this. I remember I was writing all these great songs, and I'm seeing Kelly Clarkson and all these people who grab a microphone and sing being considered amazing musicians. I'm like, it pissed me off. Pissed me off as a guy who was writing song after song, really great songs. You guys have heard some of them. And I'm writing these songs, and I'm hearing this person who can't even write their own music go up and grab a microphone and sing. Anybody can sing. I can get up there without a guitar and do a lot more. I mean, remember, I'm kicking a beat seat, I'm playing a guitar, I'm singing, I'm getting creative with my voice, with my guitar, getting creative with the beat seat, all at the same time. If I didn't have any of those things and all I had was a microphone, think about where I could put my brain power on my voice. But the point is, I never auditioned for American Idol, because that's BS to me. I had an idea for something called American Songwriter. You want to talk again about my ideas that didn't come to fruition and somebody else took. My idea was American Songwriter when American Idol was going on. You have 4 people get up there with guitars. You pick a topic. Captain Crunch. Okay, we each write a freaking song about Captain Crunch. Best song goes on in the next. The winner wins. Whatever. I don't know what the ending was. Just this year, they came out with a songwriting competition like that. Oh, 4 people go up there and they who could write the best song? Satellite internet, satellite radio. There's 1997. I thought of those ideas. I didn't do anything about it. My brother said I was crazy. That, no, when you can't go against the FAA or whatever it's called, FCC. Yeah, FCC. Elon Musk accomplished that. And then this, like I said, I've got a few others in my mind. I hope I can get them done before somebody else does. Because here's the other thing you should know. If you have an idea and you do not accomplish the idea, you do not push full force towards that idea to come to fruition, you put it out into the universe, buddy. I'm sorry. Just so you know, you put it out into the universe. I'm pretty sure I put that out into the universe for Elon. I thought of both things the same day in 1997. I was driving up to New Haven, and my lost radio signal between Stratford and the next town up, which I think is Orange or whatever. And I called my brother. It was Opie and Anthony. I used to love the Opie and Anthony show. And I called my brother. I said, look, O&A, every time I go up to school, they cut off. And Jim Norton or Andrew Dice Clay, oh, I'm on the friggin' show. I'm on the show. Andrew Dice, I'm over here now. So Dice is on, and I loved listening to Dice. I used to do Dice before I turned him into Facce. And I got cut off. Again, all of a sudden I'm listening to some like hard rock or something like that. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I almost wanted to stop and go back just to be able to listen to the rest of the show. But I had a class to get to. I called my brother up. I'm going to create satellite radio. I'll put a little antenna on the corner. I could be in Tokyo, and I could still listen to O&A. That was where my mind went because I couldn't hear the O&A show when I got to Stratford. Solutions to problems. Those are the best inventions in the world. You can't do that. Tokyo, you can never do it with the FCC. I went like this. Really? Yeah, no, that'll never happen. Oh, okay. You know what else I want to do? And I don't know, but this has to happen too. Satellite internet. I want to be in the middle of Nebraska. I don't want to go by someone's house and keep looking for a signal. I want to be able to just use a satellite and I got perfect signal every time. Yeah, that won't ever be possible too. Whatever his reason for saying it wouldn't be possible. I would never have done those two things, but I thought them in 1997. Guess who's coming out with Starlink this year? Guess who satellite radio came out, I think, in 2001 or something like that. So about 4 years after I thought about it, I think it was probably already in the works. I should really look at the patent on satellite radio and see when it came out. Because it was 1997. I was driving up to New Haven when I had the idea. And if somebody else had the patent in like, say, 1999 or whatever, then I put it out into the universe for somebody. Although you have to imagine something like that's out there, right? Everybody would want to be able to create a service where you can listen to things all over the place. I just never understood. Or why not? To me, satellite internet seemed like logical. I was like, wait a second. Everybody has a router? You got to go drive by someone's house? Ooh, look. That one's a free one. Ooh, I'm sitting by the house. Person's looking out the window. What's somebody doing by the road? You got the freaking unprivate Wi-Fi. I drove by everybody else. Theirs is locked. They use the 256K encryption. You left yours open. Thanks. Give me a freaking satellite, So the idea is this. If you have a creative explosion in your mind, if you find yourself coming up with the next beat seat, something that was going to change the way things are done, music will change forever because of the beat seat. You see what I do with it. Imagine when other people are going to start playing with this, like when a John Mayer sits on it, or when like Ed Sheeran learns about this thing. He's already doing a lot of live looping, like me, but imagine it dial up. That's right, Mannequin knows. If someone like that gets on this thing, it's a wrap because he's going to have so much fun playing it. It sounds amazing. Like, to me, when you're an audiophile, I'm an audiophile, okay? Everything I hear is either pleasure to my ears or it grinds me, okay? Like, that's why most of the stuff you hear me playing is extremely melodic. I don't really usually play much stuff in the minor range, I notice. I really like melodic stuff. I like very, very pleasant sounding music. And when I do go more dark, you know it, and it sounds cool, but it's not usual. Usually I'm finding very, very uplifting music, right? For us to get into. And that's, I think, by design. If I wasn't a positive, if I was a negative, I would probably be throwing at, constant negative, like a minor stuff at you. That's an interesting segue. I thought about something. People talk about free will. People talk about like the ability to choose, and then you talk about how like omnipresent, like if somebody would actually know every thought in your head, that type of thing. I started thinking about how if you stood back from any of us, right? If somebody stood back from me, for example, you guys have been watching me long enough, you could probably make some assessments and some judgments based on what you know about me, right? Okay, Mark is a positive guy. So if we take these 5 scenarios and we look at them one by one, we could probably make an assessment on which way Mark would choose. Right? You would say that would probably be the case. It's 2 roads most times. You're either going that way or you're going this way. Now, if you look at somebody who's a positive, most times they're going to go this way, the positive direction. All these scenarios either have a positive or a negative connotation, no matter how you feel about it. It's some sort of reaction that happens there. It's either going to push you one way or another. So you could probably look at it and say, well, geez, I know Mark is this way. So he's going to go this way. He's going to go that way. He's going to go that way again. And then the last one, he's definitely going that way. And you may be dead on. And so I started thinking about how we are pretty easy to, kind of observe and then understand. And we're not as tricky as we think we are. Like when it comes to common sense decisions, you're either a negative or a positive person. So therefore, I believe you're going to make a decision based on that type of individual that you are. I don't know. It just seems like something that seems right to me. And, it's like a Doppler. Dr. Wayne Dyer used to say, change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. It's the same thing. When you look at something negatively, it gives you a whole feeling that you can't explore it. You can't grow from it. You look at it positively, it makes you feel different. And I really implore you to try to look at things positively because it will open you up to new opportunities, to open you up to new ways to define that thing you're looking at. And if I look at what we're doing here and on a daily basis, we're taking the moment and writing songs, it's because I'm willing to keep defining the moment. That's what we're doing here is defining this moment. And I don't want it to be something that sits still. Like this is the thing. I could just be like, okay, we're just going to be music, or we're just going to be comedy, or we're just going to be real estate, or we're going to be inspiration. But that's not where my piece is. And first of all, I don't think that's where your piece is. You guys need variety as well. Like, yeah, I think it would be pretty cool if it was just all music. Yeah, I got enough. We could do that.
But wouldn't you guys miss Dick Facce? Wouldn't you guys miss Supermark? Wouldn't you miss doing X-Files and Stuck on Mars and then this type of stuff happening? You know, so my thinking here is it's opened up. It really used to be so rigid and just like, okay, this is it. And now I'm just like, wherever we go. You know what I mean? I just want to have fun with you guys. And that's why I'm like, give me ideas. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Batmark. That happened in the moment. Now I'm thinking Spider-Mark. And someone said Aquamark. Like, where do we go with this thing? Like, realistically, what I have to do is create my own super character. This is him, Supermark, but like, I guess that is it. Supermark's, I was like thinking I'll be able to find like a Supermark logo. Like someone out there named Mark called himself Supermark as like a joke. No, nobody had done this before. I was the first guy. I'm like, it's like the satellite radio thing, an internet thing. I'm like, why wouldn't everybody think of that? Why wouldn't everybody think of a drum that you don't have to bend over to hit, that you could kick with your feet and you could play your guitar? These things are common sense to me. I was the one who invented and patented it. But to me, it seems like common sense. Everybody should have a beat seat. You know, like, what? Why didn't everybody think of this thing? Look, 2 snares. You can kick it. Well, I'm sure that's the easiest thing in the world to think of. No. I was the only guy who thought of it. I had to go and get it patented. So the point is, we think things are simple sometimes when they're really not. And sometimes simple things for somebody else are really, really hard for us. You know, nobody has it right all the way around, you know? And I think that's the one thing you should understand is, you know, for me, this is my, I guess, connection, my unique genius. We talk about that here, is we all have a unique genius, at least one. Okay, I think I've uncovered multiple here on the Renaissance Man show, which is the only reason we use that name. I want you guys to know that name, I don't like the idea of the egotistical feeling that comes along with the name, but it is the only way to explain what we do here. Real talk is not it. Even though this is real talk right now, that does not explain what the show is. I think it confused people, if anything. Like if I went to somebody and said, hey, you should check out my show, Mark Pires Real Talk. They're like, okay, it's a talk show. No, it freaking isn't. We sometimes talk, but we write songs live every day. And we create comedy scenes and comedy series over. We have 7 original comedy series currently. We're going to keep adding to it. But we're constantly exploring new terrain, okay? If I don't know any other way to explain the show than Renaissance Man. Like, this is not a show that's settled into talking about the same topic. No. Oh, every day I'm going to get my news. Every day I'm going to get my music. You are, but you're going to get freaking all of it. That's why I love it. I love it when my buddy called me, Alan. He goes, Mark, I got to ask you. He's like, look, he goes, I think you could explode this show if you want. He goes, but right now I think, you know, you need to pick a niche. He goes, when I go online, I go to get this tax info from this one guy. He's like, he just kills it. All he does is talk tax. He goes, oh, this other guy does real estate. All he does is talk. He goes, you need to do real estate, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. I said, but wait a second. Why again? Explain to me why. He goes, because the poll is the niche. Everybody's like, oh, I'm going to get tax advice. I'm going to get real estate advice. I said, why can't the niche be that, oh, I'm going because I have freaking no idea what the hell's going to happen tonight? And he goes, geez, that's interesting. I said, yeah, why can't the poll be the same way as the poll is, oh, it's music every night? Why can't the poll be, I can't wait to go back tomorrow because I freaking have no idea what the hell's going to happen? And he goes, that's in the moment he realized, you know what, that's actually a good point. If you can get people to realize that they like the fact that they're always going to be surprised, that will be another way in. Now, we still are proving that I'm wrong. We're still proving that I'm wrong about that because I'm doing that and we're still not being able to break through. And if he's correct, which I'm sure he is, if I had taken 6 months or a year and just focused on one thing, you guys may not have found me, but maybe I would have blown the show up in one sense or another. Hey, it's all music all the time, or it's all comedy all the time, or it's all inspirational all the time. Or hey, how about this? He's a realtor and all he does is come on and talk about real estate, but in a positive way. No, I stopped all of that. I'm here to save the world. Stupid. Yeah, it sounds like it to me even. Like it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Like I'm not benefiting my business at all. I'm not out here using my talents to benefit my business. I tried the other day with Supermark.
to do the first commercial that I had 10 years ago. But realistically, then of course I get right into, my mind goes right into what else can we do with this character, you know? And that's where I go. All of a sudden I'm not just the super realtor. I'm like, okay, well, now you get Dick Facce, Batmark. And before you know it, we're in the process of a whole different transformation and evolution. So I think too, I think Acts too, the other thing I would always say too, like if it was the other way around and I was Mark Pires Renaissance Man and I switched over to Mark Pires Real Talk, you'd be saying the same thing. It's just a matter of being used to something and then it's switching. It's always weird. But honestly, what was weird for me too was to say it the first couple times. And now I love saying it. Now I love saying that this is the Renaissance fam. I love saying that this is the Renaissance Man show and that we are literally a renaissance. This show is the Renaissance. And I think it cuts through all the garbage. I don't have to explain what the show's about anymore. I'm just like, look. And the other takeaway was this, is if we could even get someone to show up and just be like, Renaissance Man, what the hell does this guy think he's doing? Please, just freaking show up, man. I can't even get you to tune in right now at Real Talk. I've been live forever. You're not showing up when you say, oh, Mark Pires Real Talk's up. Renaissance Man, what the hell? Yeah, come on in. Tell me I suck. I don't care, but I want you in here. I want you to know this show exists. And if it's a matter of getting someone to come in here and saying, I got to see this guy, he calls himself that, he's got to be crap. There's only one Renaissance Man. It's Leonardo. Yeah, there's probably been Renaissance men in every single generation. I truly believe, this is something I said a while back because we've gotten religion wrong so much, but like throughout every generation, there's been somebody who's been providing light in order to keep us on track. There's somebody in every single generation since the Lord Almighty was here in order to keep us on track. If there wasn't, we would have been doomed a lot longer than 2021 when things started to really come apart. No, but jokingly, I think that's the reality. In every generation, there are people that are born into that generation that are intended to help us stay on track as a human race. Right now, I'm driving towards the light as if I've been charged with this task. We'll see. We'll see if I'm crazy. If one day I'm considered the crazy kooky guy who decided to go 3+ hours every day for the rest of his life or what. But I feel like I've never been more certain of something. It's as certain as I was when I looked at my wife and I was like, when I realized, I was like, I'm going to marry that woman. Like, yeah. Same as I knew not to sign that record deal and to stay with her. I need her. I don't need the record deal. I need her. 3 kids later, 13 years later, I'm sitting here, right, with you guys, 13 years later. Think about that. Everything in my life is 13s. That's why I truly believe I'm not going to sit back anymore. I'm going to make my destiny take place this year because it is 13. This is the 13th year for me, from my last change. So we go in 13s, everything in my life. It's weird. 13 years ago, I got my real estate license. And 13 years later, this year, I'm still keeping my real estate license, don't get me wrong, but this is the year where I make Renaissance Man, my next step, the next evolution. We're constantly, adjusting. Most people don't stay in the same business forever, I mean, look, I love real estate and I hope to keep selling real estate forever for the rest of my life. But I really hope that I can show up here or somewhere else and do a show every day and have that be what I'm doing. That's what I get paid for. That's where I can support my family with. And then I don't have to stress out about freaking real estate. Like that, I don't understand. I have so much stress because I have 3 kids, I have a wife, and my business has suffered since I started doing this show. If I didn't do the show, my business would be on fire right now. My business would be on fire. But most people don't think I'm a real estate agent anymore, I think. I think they think I'm a talk show host and that I get paid for this. It's unfortunate that I don't. And then I don't get the business for real estate too. So then I'm really getting kicked in the face by doing this every day. And then dropping content constantly for this world that doesn't know it exists, except for the few people that see it. And then the few people that do see it, hey, is he a realtor? What is he doing? It's a very confusing thing. But I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. All I know is I keep getting up every day, staying positive, and just say, it's no longer a thing where I could say it's going to happen on its own. No, I got to go out and make it happen. It's clear that I have to make it happen. I've been trying by showing up every day for 835 days in a row, and it's done nothing. I mean, it's done awesome stuff like I have Texas Lady here and Lady Jan and Sid and Tom and Cheryl, and I have a group of the greatest mods on the planet. So awesome things have taken place. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about the idea of, when you put yourself into something like this, something suffers. For me, what suffered was the fact that I'm a really, the way you see me here is how I handle my real estate business. I'm all over it. But if you were standing on the outside and you're looking in and say, geez, this guy drops a lot of content. He's live every day for the last 835 days in a row. I don't know. Do I want to use him? Or, questioningly, is he still a realtor? Yes, I work all freaking day long, and then I come here at 8 o'clock at night. What tells you that I shouldn't do what I want to do at 8 o'clock at night? Wait, you'd rather me sit on my freaking couch at 8 o'clock at night? I'm trying to affect a positive change on this planet. So I think that the issue would be for me is if I was live at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm a real estate agent, but I'm never for my clients. My clients want to go out. I'm like, sorry, I got a show today. I don't make any money for it, but screw you guys. I don't need your business. I'm going to do a show. No, I do a show after hours. The night, everybody's home, everybody's asleep, going to bed, whatever. It's 11:15 right now. So my thought process behind this is that, perception is what it is. I can't change that. But I also can't stop dropping my content daily. I just can't. That burger, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, bud. It's been a while. But I just can't stop. I can't. And look, I don't know if that means that I'm going to really screw myself over in the long term, because at a certain point it gets scary, But I'm going to do my best to just try to start making the right contacts, because after 835 days in a row of 3+ hours of original content, comedy, or live music, you think that somebody's going to come in and be like, geez, you know what? I got to get some more of that. How about you? But Zuckerchooch is really good. Zuckerchooch. Oh my goodness. Lamb says, I met a man once who told me I always wanted to do what you do, and now it's too late. I delivered him his lunch, and he was laying in his bed, couldn't walk anymore. You see that? Lamb has the inside perspective here. In general, we have two options in life. We follow or we lead. That's it. We follow or we lead. I did enough following, and I got to a point where I just couldn't stand the hatred in this world and the negativity. I'm like, done. I'm showing up. And no one else is going to beam light at this planet? If no one else is going to show up and bring love on a daily to this planet, then you can be darn sure. You can be sure I will show up every day and be that guy. And so 835 days later, we're sitting here, and hopefully 835 days from now, we'll be sitting here talking about the same thing. I can't see the future. I don't know where I go. I don't know how long I got. I just know that I'm going to give you guys everything I got while I'm here. It's a weird thing. I was thinking about this it's just the other day, but I went about 9 years without anybody knowing I was around. I was touring and playing music every week, twice a week, 3 times a week, all over the place. And I retired. I got married. We had our first child.
And I hung up the freaking guitar. I need to start making money to support my. Consider this, going from a traveling musician about to sign a deal with Jive Records, with subsidiary Jive Records, to saying no to that and go and get a real estate license. Hey, I'm going to go and start a real estate business to support a family, a wife, 1, 2, 3 kids from scratch. I didn't know anything. All I knew is that I actually was building homes. My father and brother are builders. So when I wasn't touring the road, I would work with my father. I would help renovate homes and more project manage, but I understood pricing and understood what went into the project, how to actually renovate a home, the steps, how to actually accomplish it. That became a huge value as a real estate agent. But at the time, I just needed to find a way to make money, like real money, because music, you're either Bono or you're broke. There's no in between. So I hung up that freaking guitar, right? It's like 8 years in. I couldn't find this video. I looked. It was November. It was November the year before I started. So it was 12 and a half months before I started this show. I got in my car and I had the song Growing Up. I played it for you guys before, but I did this really cool acoustic version I never released. I have it somewhere. I should play it for you guys. And I just recorded that, and I'm in the car singing a background vocal. I'm driving and singing this background vocal to Growing Up. And I'm like, this sounds so good. I grabbed the phone, and I just filmed. And I'm singing the vocal, and I went into a 5-minute rant. And I was like, look, I've been out of Dodge for 8 years, and I'm coming out. I said, I can't believe I've been sitting here holding my music for 7, 8 years. I haven't been doing anything for you guys. I've been keeping it. I didn't share any of it with you guys. I said, but it's over. You are going to hear about Mark Pires. You're going to hear about my music, and I'm going to show up and I'm going to start playing again. I'm going to start going out. I don't know what I have to do, but I'm going to start getting out and playing again. And I'm going to release every song I'm saying this stuff. It's somewhere in this video. I can't find it. November of 2017. And a year later, we started the show. So it was the first time I kicked myself and said, I can't believe you've gone 8 years without anybody seeing your face, without your image at all. Like, it was a weird thing because I went from being on, I was out there trying to get something going, and then I went just like recluse, like 8 years of not one image of me. I started thinking like I'm aging, and that one day there's going to be images of me in 2006, 2007, and then the next images of me are 60 years old, 70 years old, like the dude just took off, never showed up again. And I'm like, so that's why when I had this thought, I'm in the car and I'm thinking to myself, you got to get out there, buddy. What are you doing with all this music? You got this music sitting there? You're going to not share it with the world? And that kicked me in the butt, but still it took me 11 or 12 and a half months. It took me until December 31st, 2018. I don't know. That's another weird thing. Like, has anybody ever tried to do what I'm doing? Like long form, every day, forever. And then the fact that it started on December 31st, 2018 isn't that a weird, like, coincidence? Like, it's not like I started a show. I'm like, hey guys, this is a show that's been broadcasting since December 31st, 2018. No, live every day since December 31st, 2018. I never intended to start a daily show for the rest of my life, ever. I'm sitting there, and it was my brother who was like, you can't go every day. No one wants to see you every day. And when he said that, I'm like, don't tell me what the world needs, wants, or what they'll feel about it if I do it. I'll either do it and they won't listen, which is kind of what's happened, or I'll do it and it will actually be a benefit to society in some way. But I'll tell you what, when you just said to me, you can't, you just forced me to prove that I can. And so I've been here for 835 days to prove my brother wrong. I'm just kidding. What started as just to prove him wrong is real. Hey, Keith, how are you, buddy? So good to see you. But what started as a way to prove someone wrong, my brother, was just that, like, look, I could do something that I believe in. You're going to come across people in life who say, you can't. I actually shared this clip today. The meaning of the word impossible. We are lied to throughout our lives. And we've been lied to about the definition of the word impossible. Because what it is, it's impossible to everybody but you. You have to start understanding you need to prove whether or not it is.
someone comes along and proves that it's not. And it's because they see an apostrophe there. I realize this. This is one of my clips. It's actually if you subscribe to the show and ding the bell, and next time you come back, you'll see this. It's my main clip. It says, the meaning of impossible. And I'm going to share it with you now. And if you want to watch it again, it was from day 672. You may enjoy it. The word impossible is a misspelling. If you put an apostrophe in a space, you get I'm possible. If you look at the word impossible, if you look at any task in your life and you say, I'm possible, that task is screaming at me, I'm possible. You will destroy that task. You will accomplish that goal. Not always, but you have to prove that it's impossible. I don't want to hear it's impossible until you say you gave it all and you couldn't get it done. But just because Tommy says it's impossible, I don't freaking want to hear it. Just 'cause Tommy can't do it. Did Tommy prove that it was impossible? No, he flapped his freaking gums. You're going to prove that it's either possible or impossible. But if you look at it with the positive perception that it's screaming at you, I'm possible, come get it. Guess what you do? Guess what you do? You walk up there with a confidence that Tommy will never have. I had a thought once I want to share with you, and this I think can help everybody in every situation in life. Think about this. No matter what you ever want to do, there's somebody out there that does it extremely well, right? This is a real thought. A surgeon, let's just take this for an example. Not that I would ever do this, but mechanic. Let's take that as a better example. So a mechanic understands a car inside and out, right? They went to school for it. They studied. They had were an apprentice under somebody. Whatever it is, they learned that car inside and out. They become a master tech. Okay. Now you want to go and you want to work on your car, right? You have a fear because you haven't done it before. You have zero confidence because you haven't done it before. You cower in fear because of this. If you just pretended and told yourself, well, if that guy could do it and he's a human being, that means I could do it as well. Just that one little mindset switch is not that that person's above you. They just took some steps to learn what needs to be done, which means I could do the same thing. You all of a sudden put yourself in the same level playing field and you say to yourself, I could accomplish anything. I could accomplish anything. Because if some other human being was able to study in order to accomplish something, in order to become something, that means it is possible. And that means if I truly want to put my mind to it, I will be. And when you do this, it provides you with a level of confidence that you could never get from a book, that you could only get from the experience of doing. But you trick your mind into telling yourself that you've done it before in a way. You know what I mean? You're like, the idea of saying, well, Tommy does this. Tommy does it at an exceptional level. And that means that I could do it as well. Automatically, I have put myself into a positive perspective on that entire situation. Like I feel like I could accomplish it if I go at it this way. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. I've never changed the brake pad before. Ooh, yibbity yabbity you. You automatically put yourself in a hole. So it's false confidence that could actually move you quicker to expert level so fast. And I use this method in everything I do in my life. I use that method on every single thing that's new to me. If I've never done it in my life, I just say to myself, okay, well, I know someone has done this, so that means all I have to do is pretend I've done it 50 times before and just grab that stuff and go. How do I build beat seats? I'm a carpenter's son. I'm not a carpenter. My father was the builder. I did some stuff. How do I build beat seats? Because I just know I can do it. I just do it. How do I write songs in real time and not have a fear of falling on my face? Because I don't freaking care if I fall on my face.
If I fall on my face in the middle of trying to write a song, if anything, it's something you can laugh at, and then you feel better than however you're feeling in the moment. And therefore, I have accomplished my main goal, which is to amplify your current state. So these are the realities, guys. I'm going to keep showing up every single day and bringing you the love that I have to share that is from the universe that we all have the ability to tap into. For some reason, we've chosen to listen to the bull crap and forget about the most important detail, which is that right now it's 11:28 on April 14th, 2021, and I'm alive with you right now. I'm not a video from 15 years ago that you're reviewing. I'm not from the future. I'm here with you right now. And with that in mind, every single soul on this planet is love. Every single soul on this planet is meant to connect with you. And when you continue to believe the lie, or perpetuate it even by standing behind the lie and throwing energy behind it, it just makes me sad, because that's the only time where I start saying, geez, maybe my mission is impossible. You know? Like, Keith's, you know, we're all on the same path, I think, here, as far as it comes to getting to our faith and connecting to what we need to in order to get to that next level, you know, whatever it may be. Tom McDonald's a rapper Wages told me about. I didn't know who he was, but Tom's like, hey, our Wages said, you got to check out this guy, Tom McDonald. He's like, he's kind of like doing the thing you're doing, just expressing himself, but he's got a crap load of followers. He's like a really great rapper. So I go and I check him out. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm blown away by this guy. I love this guy. And he said something in one of his recent raps. He goes, if Jesus was here today, he would be canceled. I thought about that for a moment. And I said, well, geez, aren't we preaching the same messages as the man? I don't use his name often because I don't want to divide us. You know, I got into trouble with a few people because I think they thought I wasn't, you know, I didn't have a faith. Like, my faith is not why I'm here, although it is. I don't want to say what I'll say, which make me sound completely crazy, but my faith is why I'm here, okay? But if I talk about that, it abandons the ones who will be offended by that. And I don't want to offend, I want to connect. So I don't talk about my faith. I say things like, whatever will bring you the most happiness in this life and provide that for the others around you is your ticket to the next level. Giving to others is how you return the energy to your soul. And it's not always financially give. I mean, like, give of self, give of, you know, wisdom. When you do this, you actually gain. And if you think about how the idea of canceling the greatest man in history, right? Because it's against the time. Like, people don't want to hear it, buddy. Like, this is why it had to happen the way it happened. He had to come back then, because he would never have been accepted now. And I think I'm proving that. Like, we are the exception to the rule right here. But in general, I think I'm proving that the world around us does not want pure light to exist. It does not want us to attain happiness. It does not want us to distinguish or between what's real and what's fiction. They want to blur the lines, so we go through our lives miserable, needing them, wanting more, bigger government, more control. What I think these people fear most is what I've just said over the last 20 minutes. I think that's what they fear most. Whatever I just said, because I don't know. I'm living in the moment. I don't have a script. I let the light speak through me. So I don't know what I just said, but whatever I just said is the very reason why they don't want this show to get out there. I'm planning on reviewing it later and maybe dropping it. I don't know. It's long, but sometimes the words find their way out. But I thank you guys for listening in on that. You know, when these rants take place, they're definitely important to take the words in and listen to them. But you need to reflect on them in your own way. Sometimes, this is a little interesting thought. Sometimes the words I'm speaking to you aren't the words that you need to hear. I know that may sound weird to say, but sometimes the words I'm speaking to you come along with an emotion that you need to feel. And it's not about the words. And vice versa, sometimes the emotion that comes along is not the same exact emotion that should go with the words. So, you know, you got to decipher between the two, because I'm a bit out of my mind, Texas lady, right? I'm a bit out of my mind. Like, what are we doing over here? Oh, Cheryl, you rock. That's so true. Keith's right. Keith says it's easy to speak when it's the truth. It's so true. Like, well, that's why we write songs, is because the truth comes out. Like, it was funny. I had somebody today I was talking to. I was telling you, I made a phone call to somebody who does concerts. They do like a drive-in concert thing. I'm like, that's cool. So I called them up. I said, look, who's the guy who does the booking? He goes, you got him. I said, whoa, really? So I gave him the rundown on the show. He goes, that's interesting. He goes, that's intriguing about the one-man band thing. He goes, you know, I have a friend who did that, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know, I'm live every day forever. I'd love for you to pop on and see what we do here. But honestly, I'm going to start calling more people like that, because if it gets me in front of other people who will see that we're here every night and then tune in and meet us here, that's how we have to do it, I guess. I don't really know. I also am thinking, like, if you guys happen to know anybody or you watch any other shows that you think would be cool for me to interview, I want to interview lots of people. I want to get other musicians on. I want to get other comedians on. I want to get other not politics. No politics. I want to get other inspirational leaders on. I want to get entrepreneurs on, inventors. I want to just start bringing you guys really, really cool content besides what we're doing here on the show, but actual hard-hitting information from other specialists or maybe people writing books. So if you have anybody you are interested in having on the show, I'll reach out to them. Just shoot me the info and I'll see if I can make it work. I don't know if they'll want to be on the show, but I would like to start having people on every day. And just for even if it's 20 minutes, like end of the show, half hour or whatever, because we're still doing our show. We still have to be filming Supermark and all kinds of crazy stuff. But piece of every show should be an interview. I said the P word. What was the P word? What did I say? I usually don't say anything bad. Except for the other day, I said one bad word, but it was just because it came out on TikTok. Oh, goodness. It's been quite a show. Another epic 3-hour, 34-minute show. What show ever gets Ed Asner live? No show ever. Is that true? Oh my goodness, Anna, you rock. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything, except we don't want to really go politics. I think that's the one thing we need to stay away. Oh yeah, geez, I did say that. Yeah, that is the worst word. You know, it's funny. I was talking with Wages about this, and he's like, Mark, you know, no matter how funny, like a Joe Biden face swap or a Trumper face swap is, half of the country's not laughing. No matter how good, half the country's not laughing. So he's like, you know, your whole idea of not dividing, you're dividing. Even though you don't want to, you're dividing. Even though it's silly stuff that people should be able to laugh at, it is dividing. And so I made a determination that there won't be any more political content at all in this show. This is only light in all forms. Music, comedy, inspiration, motivation. That's it. No more going into the hot topic stuff. Like, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about CV. Nope. Not interested. This is where we come to shut it all off. I had somebody the other day was like, oh, I want to have a political, someone who does politics come on and talk. I'm like, nope, not interested. Because you guys can go on any platform and listen about politics. You can go on any platform and get negativity. The whole point is I want you to come here and forget about that crap. I want you to come here for the 2, 3, 4 hours a day that we're here and forget that that exists. I know, I do too, Lady Jen. You know what I was saying? If people really want to see them, they're all there. They're all in the playlists. You can go back. If you do go back, just leave comments on the stuff you like so I can respond to you guys. Oh, Renee, how are you? Good to see you. But if you leave comments in the face swap section, the ones you like, I'll respond. I'm starting my new thing I want to try to do, if you guys can help me with this, is when you do respond, I'm going to try to send back an engaging response. So like, for example, if Keith was like, hey, great show, Mark, right? And I go back in the comments and see that, I'm going to respond to Keith and say, oh, Keith, awesome seeing you. Thanks so much. What was your favorite part? So if Keith comes back and says, oh, you know what I loved was when you played that one song or when you went into that 20-minute rant. I loved that. Oh, that's awesome. Keith, hey, Keith, do you think I should do more of that in the future? Yeah, Mark, you should. Whatever. Now we got 5 little back and forths. Now YouTube may actually do a little algorithm kickaroo. So if the more we get interaction from you guys, the better the chances are that YouTube will start giving a crap about all the great content that's on this. We have 1,250 videos. I think we just hit 2,050, 1,250. So you will never run out of content. I did the math. I think I have something about 150, 200 days probably worth of like days, full days. You could just run my content for 200 days straight and then maybe you'd get to today. 24-hour days. I'm not talking about like, oh, I was up for 12 hours. No, 24-hour days. 200 days later, you maybe are here today. Maybe not. Maybe you're still like 100 days back. I have no idea. That's the thing. I've never been able to figure it out. We're on 3 hours, 38 minutes. Yesterday we did 4 hours and 16 minutes. So most days we're doing 3 to 4 hours. So if I do that, just extrapolate 3 hours over 834 days. What's that? You're talking about 25,000 something. I don't know. It's crazy. But it's crazy. I'm out of my mind. You are so awesome, Texas. That's the other thing too, guys. You're awesome because when you guys seek out the show, because they don't send out my notifications, another shadow ban technique of theirs, but when they don't send out my notifications and you seek out what I dropped that day, it's really cool because I drop every day. If you just tell yourself, I know Mark is dropping a piece of content today, just show up to the platform and look and you'll see it there. And tomorrow, same thing. I'm dropping probably one of these things that we have some Dick Facce stuff that needs to be dropped. Like it's a never ending cycle of content here. I can't even catch up right now. I'm thinking maybe in the next week or two, I'll be able to catch up, you know? Let me play you guys a little something here. Do you guys want to laugh or you want a piece of music? Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to pick something here. It's 11:45. Geez. Let's see what we got here. You know, let's put on... This is episode 3 of Supermark. I don't think anybody's really seen this one except for if you actually look back to see it. Episode 3 of Supermark is when Supermark, I think he goes to represent this guy Wally or Walter. Walter's got these properties in the city. You'll see. Check this out.
You're very special, kid. I've been quested to take you back to the...
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Supermark. Dennis, did you use the bathroom and not...
Hello? Yep, this is Clark. Walter, how are you? No, it's a pleasure to hear from you. I left the message. I wanted to make sure I'm all over this. Literally. Whatever needs to be done, just consider Clark on it. When can I meet with you? No, I'll leave right now, but I can be there very quickly. You'll be very surprised at how quickly I can move. No, I mean, you call it. Up to a minute. You could say, Clark, be here in 60 seconds. Or you could say, be here in 15 minutes. Whatever it is, I'll be there in that amount of time. You want to test me? 58 seconds? That's fine. No problem. But just wait. I'll tell you when to start the clock. Okay? You ready, Walter? All right. I can't wait to see you. Looking forward to seeing the space. I'll see you on street level. You leave your office right now. It's Super Mark. I'm here in Metropolis. I have a meeting to sell that building right over there. Mamma mia! I am the greatest real estate agent on the planet, and I will get the buyer to say Mamma mia when they purchase the Mamma Mia building. Of course, I'm also up for the McDonald's building because that is also one that Walter represents. He should be here any minute, so I'm going to kind of hang back and see if I could get a chance to just explain what I do. You know, I mean, he doesn't really know I'm Super Mark yet. He called me as Clark. I kind of like to surprise people as the Super Mark. I'll show up, they'd be like, oh, Clark, I got your number. I hear that you're super, that you're a super realtor. I said, yeah, absolutely, I'll come on down. Where do you want me to, come over and meet you? They have me come down. I beat them there every time. He said 58 seconds. He's not here yet. Guess who's here? Super Mark. You know, I guess what I'll do with my time while I'm waiting is flex. Just make sure these muscles are still working. We want to make sure if for some reason there's an earthquake or a building decides to topple over, that Super Mark can save the day. Oh, Walter! Pleasure to meet you. Super Mark. Is this a joke? I'm supposed to be meeting a client. I know. I like to surprise my clients and show up as Super Mark.
It's a surprise.
They think that I'm Clark until I show up. But listen, I'm going to be representing you on the property. You need to understand that you're being represented by someone who's giving you super service, not just good service. It's super service, Walter. I notice you also have the McDonald's building. That's kind of something you're thinking about selling as well, I heard.
If you sell the first one, I'll get you the second. You gotta sell that first one.
Well, Walter, 2 for the price 1. It's one of their slogans, and I offer the same service here. I will sell them both the same day. I will be there for every showing,
Same day.
And I will provide aerial photography like you've never seen in your life.
Everybody does aerial photography.
No, I'm talking about like monthly aerial photography. I'm talking about every time someone could call and be like, hey, I'm outside the building, and I will beat them to the door to show the apartment.
For every showing, you're gonna be.
What are you doing on your phone?
I'm sorry, I left a gentleman alone in my apartment, so I'm tracking him to make sure he leaves.
Good thing I didn't walk Max. Yeah. I'll beat them to the apartment. I'm going to fly through the window.
How are you going to get
Doesn't
there
matter how I get in
before?
there, Walter. The point is that I'll be there for every showing, and that I want the McDonald's building as well.
Well, let's see.
If you decide you want to turn it to McDowell's, I get it. But let's keep it at McDonald's for a little while. I'm just saying, you're going to get more revenue from McDonald's than you would from a McDowell's. Coming to America too, I'm not sure what the revenue did on that one. Probably not enough to switch from McDonald's to McDowell's.
No.
I'm just saying, look into it. But Walter, I appreciate the opportunity to represent you here in Times Square, Metropolis.
I got a superhero.
Of course, if
How
you
can I go
didn't
wrong?
know by now, I am the world's greatest real estate agent, and you must have known that because you called me.
You were referred.
Anyway, Walter, I appreciate you. Do I get the listing? Like, what are we doing over here? Am I getting the listing or not? I mean, who is going to do a better job than Supermark?
Not a soul out there. Well, except
Exactly.
your father.
There is nobody in the world.
Possibly.
Except for
Super Trump.
Yeah, I was going to say, except for my father. He's the only person who I think who would probably do a better job. Real estate tycoon, president of the United States for 4 years. He didn't get the second. Again, he's kind of not welcome back at Krypton because of the losing of the second term to a sleep sofa.
Understandable.
But he is still probably the best choice for selling both of these units. That being said, he's retired currently. He's enjoying himself, playing some golf, relaxing, enjoying his gold toilet is one of the things I know he's doing. But I'll tell you what, Walter, you've got the other superhero on this planet.
I got the number 2.
At least the other real superhero. Everybody else is a fake superhero. They're like, oh, I put on a mask and I'm a superhero. Okay, Krypton. I could fly. I could shoot lasers at people. You don't want me to do that.
I
could
want you
blow
to
that
sell the
car
unit.
out of the way if I
I want you to sell the unit.
Really, if I want to blow hard enough,
You blow the
I could
car
take
out
out a
of it?
building. That's, in fact, you didn't know this, but 9/11, 2 buildings came down. The third one, it was my bad. I was trying to put the fire out at the other 2 buildings. I blew down the third building, and that's what really happened. Everybody to this day is like, it's conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Oh, there's only 2 buildings that went down, and the sign went down. Yeah, sorry, I blew really hard that day. I didn't know. I was trying to put out the fire, and I took down Building 7. It's what happened, unfortunately. But when you're super and everything you do is amplified by 6,436,222, that's the multiplier. You have to understand that power is not handleable by the human race. And unfortunately, a lot of people died that day. And not from me. No, Building 7, no one died. In fact, there was nobody there at all. It happened, I think, the day later or something when I was just seeing extra fires trying to blow out, took out the building. Anyway, bottom line is this. Walter, whatever you need, I got.
Flex makes agents more productive by making their lives easier. Using one agent desk.
You want to see me take off?
Yes.
Walter.
Of course I want to see you take off.
Of course you can watch.
See you.
Walter, I have to say one thing to you. We're going to sell your properties and we're going to get you top dollar.
So I like to
And you
hear.
made the right choice today by hiring Supermark.
All right, Supermark.
Another day, another super satisfied customer. It's Supermark. This Supermark. Guys, get prepared. It's super. Let's see if my. I'm just going to quickly check to see if there's any update on my Batmark outfit. When I checked earlier, they were like, nom, 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 nom. It was like, on the way, but it's running late. This is supposed to be here yesterday. Let's see what it says. We're very sorry your delivery is late. Most packages show up in a day. Well, you know what? It's been 2 days now, and it still says delayed in freaking transit from 7 o'clock yesterday. Someone stole my Batman outfit. Yeah. I call the Amazon bandits. Yeah. Sonny, you there? No, it's over there. I took it off already. Sonny, you hear about the Amazon bandits? Sonny, you got a cough cup. I can't talk to you when you got the cough cup. Yeah, I got sidetracked by the Amazon bandits. Yeah. They took my super Batmark outfit. You think here's the thing, Sonny. When you didn't come to my savior the other day, and you left me to get beat up by Supermark, I had to take a couple, extra steps. I ordered a Batman outfit. The real deal, yeah. With like all the different protections And I got like the shoo thing, right? And I got the bats and like the other things. I could draw like the dots, but the bats, draw them at Supermark. And the Amazon bandits got to it. Yeah. I got a cool Amazon tomorrow. You catch them bandit shit? What you guys do with them bandits? You put them bandits in jail over there. What? Where's my Batman costume? I gotta have a Batman costume. I gotta take on Supermark. And you're disrespecting the Facce by not bringing me my Batmark outfit. And let the Amazon bandits take my costume? Sonny, pound them with your dumb fists, Sonny. Pound them with your dumb fists. Yeah, I can't.
So, family, friends, we did it again. 835 days in a row. Positivity, live music, comedy, and the moment taking place in front of your eyes. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again, do me a favor. Watch Supermark the movie, catch up. You want to make sure you watch the movie before we finish off the filming of part 2, or episode 2, which is Supermark versus Batmark. It may not happen because I can't get the freaking costume. Anyway, until tomorrow, fam. Let me run through the list. So if you're here, say good evening or forever hold yo peace. I'm hoping that you say something. Because we're here. That's not talking. I'm trying to get to the screen. You got to go away. You got to go away.
I'm about to drink some mud. And
He's drinking mud. I gotta put down again. He's drinking mud. Oh my goodness. Brian Smith, my brother. Chris Donaldson, Sydney. Dana Shiver, Dave, oh my friend. Keith. Oh, Keith and Queen Brat. Good to see you, brother. Lady Jen, Red AT, The Lamb is the Light, Tom Murphy, Mannequin Instrument, Integument. Oh, I always was Instrument. Integument. Entanglement? Mannequin Entanglement. I'm going to call it entanglement. We talk about quantum entanglement here on the show. I got to get a physicist on here. If you know anybody, let me know. Guys, what I can see, there's 49 likes here. Who's going to be number 50? Come on. Who's going to be number 50? I'm looking at it on the screen. Do we got a number 50 here? Show some love. Oh, my goodness. Guys, we did it again. Awesome show tonight. Granny, how are you? So, guys, someone's got to get us up to 50. We're at 49 right now. Someone's going to be lucky number 50. I'm just saying. 51! Jumped it! Someone jumped it. Who was 50? Someone's going to be able to say, I was 50. And good for you over there. Oh, my goodness, guys. Let me do something for you real quick. Just so you don't have to go anywhere to find this. This right here is Supermark the movie. If you have the time to watch it, catch yourself up for tomorrow, because hopefully, Batmark shows up. But that right there is the Supermark. And remember, guys, tomorrow we do it all over again. So until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.